And we're in.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Dungeons and Designers. I'm joined today by my lovely friends. I think I'll introduce y'all before I introduce the characters themselves. Let's start with Autumn, who will be playing the awesome Karis, the Fawn. We have Bex, who will be playing Pain, the Sorcerer. We have Lisa, who will be playing Shaka, the Professional Eavesdropper. We have Dan, who will be playing Cell, the Fixer. And we have Suchin, who will be playing Amelia, the Spellblade. The last time we played the Shadows Over Marn campaign, we had just escaped the constables rapidly approaching the far left end of the city, the slums. After fighting with a group that you guys had found out that they were actually members of the Tinkers Union, one of the 5 families of Marn, you guys had fled into the old city, Jotuunforn, which is the abandoned sector of the city, which had been abandoned after the Emperor decreed that no more Warforged would be built as part of an armistice. So, as you all sprint off into the night with the Rat Prince in tow, the young halfling who was your informant that you were seeking out in the slats, the slums of the city. You guys make your way now east to Jotuunforn, deep into the haunted part of the city.
Well,
did we lose them?
You guys hear distantly the sirens begin to dissipate and become more distant as time goes on. And as you wind through this part of the old city, it is a foggy maze of a once proud foundry and factory district. There's these monolithic buildings that are some of the biggest in the city. They seem to crowd around you hungrily, waiting for you to wander down the wrong alley and into their gullets. You can't help but feel relief when you enter the Grand Plaza, though its darkened, everlight lamps and overgrown courtyards offer no warm welcome. Rat Prince leads ahead of you guys as you enter this plaza, and he sort of looks around nervously and then pulls back to the party and lets you guys take the lead.
Well,
Where are we exactly? Is this...
You guys are you
here, right?
Yes.
Once
I don't know
before,
if we've been that deep in here. We passed through the north, right?
Mm-hmm. You had just barely dipped down into Jotuunforn, or what's sometimes called the Giant's Quarter. At the point that you guys are currently in, you are in the middle of what seems to be these tall, crowded, monolithic buildings. They're like giant slabs of stone cut out of a mountainside and plopped down into this part of the city. They lean and are arranged in a jagged formation that makes it seem like you're in the center of a stone forest of gigantic tree stumps.
I'm gonna shapeshift to look like kind of like a Gimli, like dwarf, buff dude.
Okay. Can you change your size?
It has to still be medium, but yeah.
So you're a giant dwarf?
Yeah, sure. I like to consider myself
a oxymoron.
For the purpose of this, I like to consider myself a dwarf giant.
Okay, that's fair. Nice. Within this... Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Within this courtyard, Miss Passive 26, you can see that while most of so you're in this main courtyard area, and it's pretty vast. It's about the length of a football field across. It looks like the central Grand Plaza for what was once the more operative part of the city. You guys can all see the tall building to the far right when you first enter this plaza. It's tall and dark, soot stained, and all of the windows are dark. In the middle of this plaza that you guys have entered, there's a bit of an odd. There's a statue that stands out. While most of the statues in this part of the city are made of stone and stout, pitted with age and clearly depicting the physicality of dwarves, the statues in the center of this plaza are contemporary by comparison. They're tall and idealistically represented, cast in bronze and inlaid with various industrial metals. Though the metals are unremarkable, the craftsmanship is not, and the visages carved are remarkably lifelike. This is about, I want to say, 30 yards from where you currently are, Shaka. You can already pick this out. There's a bit of glint off the bronze and metals of this monument in the plaza.
With a 20, what I would notice. Sorry, go. Sorry.
I kind of pause for a moment and look at them and point. Does anyone else get the feeling that those are a little out of place?
What? Where?
I'll kind of reach up and like tug on your pants and then like over there.
With a 20, you would also see it. Cell.
Can I roll for investigation or perception?
Do you guys want to get closer to it, or do you want to check it out from 30 yards away?
I'm fine getting closer to it.
I'll warily approach.
Cautiously, yeah.
You guys go ahead. Be careful. I just gotta bandage up a little bit, and I'm gonna pull out Unity actually, and but
Throw
I'm
it
going
at
to shut up. Try to hit myself with it. I'm going to use my cloak to cover up the light that it would cast, and then attempt to heal myself a bit with Unity.
Okay.
Can I do that?
That wasn't the intended purpose, but I don't see why you can't try to cut yourself with it. You use one of the charges on it to heal yourself.
Yeah. I mean, if I can't do that, I'll do something else. But
No, it's fine.
I didn't.
It's a horribly depressed person's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
It sounds like you don't want to let that happen, so I can cast Cure Wounds instead. I just didn't want to use a spell slot if I didn't have to.
I mean, I think it's... Yeah, you know what? How about this? It's meant to be thrown, so we'll just have you use a spell slot for this.
Throw it up into the air and hope it lands on you.
Yeah. Try to catch it with your face.
All right, I'll cast Cure Wounds on myself then.
So
Lifelike.
if the the four of you are going to approach the statue, go ahead and give me your stealth rolls.
I want to approach stealthily from, like, hugging the walls. So we're skirting around the edges.
It is out in the middle of the plaza. There are, to kind of give you a sense of what the plaza looks like, I'm just going to go ahead and draw it on the map.
Yeah.
Do you need help? Are you feeling okay?
She's like bleeding. she was hobbling this whole time. No, I got it.
I just give her a little, like, a hand on the shoulder and I heal her for well, Jesus, I haven't played this character in a while. I'm like, what dice am I using? 15 hit points.
15?
Yeah.
Oh man, thanks, buddy. Yeah, that little tussle back there got me good.
I'm sorry.
How are you
I
doing?
was so preoccupied that I didn't even. I would have gotten to you sooner. I apologize.
No. I appreciate it. Thank you. And I just wanted to say real quick, sorry about the whole just turning you into something out of nowhere.
Oh no, that was fun. That was fun.
I didn't have time to ask really, so I just did it.
Yeah. That was a good time. Yeah.
And actually,
Shaka hear that?
I believe, Shaka, you began to go forward with the others, right?
I did.
Okay. I mean, you probably hear the conversation just judging off of your passive alone as you begin to head forward.
You just hear a little, me too.
Me too.
Yeah, I didn't even know I could turn people into that creature, but it was pretty awesome. I gotta say, you guys looked amazing. Anyway,
well, you don't have to apologize for that. It's battlefield tactics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. We can do that again sometime.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay.
So
yeah, let's go. Let's use this. Yeah.
So Shaka, Sel, and Amelia, give me your stealth rolls, please.
19.
14.
26.
Okay. You guys move across the plaza. There's that low fog that has crept in from the ocean across this part of the city. You make it to the statue in the center. There's like a stone plinth around it that is about 15 feet across, and the statue itself is has a 10-foot diameter. It's in the shape of a plus, and there are 3 statues. There's one on the west, one on the north, and one on the south. And you guys get a little closer. Go ahead and make your investigation check, Sel.
$22.
22. So you see of the 3 figures, it's pretty clear who they are, as they have plaques beneath each of them. The one facing the west is Ispis von Thistlebrook. It's a stout-looking human man, pretty heavy-set, and holding a staff and a book. The one to the north,
does he look a little bit like
his son? We know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
Give me a
Rosenbrand.
Give me a perception.
Rosencrantz.
I guess from your perspective, God, nobody else here knows him except for Payne, and Payne's not there.
I just want to see if there's any sort of familiarity to this statue to me at all.
Picture from where you are. No, it's about 30 yards away. He just looks like a kind of stout-looking guy, heavy-set guy, in a safari hat.
But when I approach, will I?
Sure. Make a perception check, but give me a stealth roll as well as you cross the plaza.
Okay.
I'd be with her, so should I roll one up?
Yes, please do.
Okay. So that nipple that's in the middle of the is that what we're looking at?
Yeah, let me change the shape of it so it's more.
She said, "I see your nipples."
It's kind of like this, right?
Free the meat nipple.
So the one to the north is a male gnome, holding a wrench and a sphere in his hand, and the plaque says "Timothy smelts." And the one to the south is a female gnome. Granta Ertz, holding a beaker and tongs.
Sorry, did you say Timothy smelts?
Yeah.
Fuck, that gets me. That's such a silly name.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's so dumb. That's so funny. I don't know why. Timothy smells.
Yeah.
That's my new goddamn hero. Alright, sorry, I gotta be Sel. I don't want to break immersion.
Because of your investigation check of 20.
I think we need to go to the break.
All right.
Do you not remember that
Dan
name?
gets muted.
What?
Nothing. So with your 22 investigation, you also notice that on the east side of this plus sign that the statues are on, and they're all standing in different cardinal directions.
Mm-hmm.
On the east side, there is the east side of the monument has been altered. The statue torn down and the metal base polished and buffed to hide the removal. Where the other plaques reside on the stone plinth, 4 tiny dimples remain where the plaque was removed and the screw holes filled in.
Does it look like there's any moving parts to this?
It does not appear to have, with a 22, it does not appear to have any moving parts to the statue, to the statue piece here.
What about the base? Oh, sorry. What were you going to say? You were going to say, give me ... I
was going to say, give me a history check.
Oh, 20. Not natural.
So this is pretty clearly the founders of the Tinkers Union. The three tenets of the Tinkers Union, the 3 interwoven cogs, which is artifice, alchemy, and the arcane, or arcana. You don't ever remember there being a 4th founder of the Tinkers Union. That doesn't ring a bell at all. And you're pretty well versed on at least the history of most of the families. At least the stuff that would be brought up where you'd impersonate one of them.
Right. So not even rumors or anything like that about. Okay.
No rumors.
Does it look like there's some sort of unifying motion to them? Like, I'm just remind me. I'm sorry because I'm trying to paint the mental image. Are they like pointing in their own respective directions, or is there one sort of movement in common that they're doing, or does it all look like they're doing their own separate things?
They appear to be pointing in different cardinal directions, but they don't appear to be sharing any kind of pose. One of them, they each appear to be holding objects. That's the most clear connection between the 3 of them. But it appears like they're just holding symbols of their respective fields.
Right. Yeah. I'm going to say this back to everybody else. Kind of point out something's missing from here.
Seb, do you want our stealth rolls and
yes, please.
Perception check? Whatnot?
Yes, please.
I got a 16.
16 on your stealth?
On stealth and a 25 on perception.
Nice perception check.
19 on stealth and perception. Math. Hello.
42,
18.
I think it was.
18.
Oh.
You're thinking of Quinn.
I bet.
You do recognize, you do see the familial resemblance between this character and Rosenbrand. Same sort of facial hair, same sort of brow and nose, human, and I mean it's basically, it looks a lot like Rosenbrand if he had gained about 40 pounds.
I think I know that guy.
Which
He's,
which guy?
Well, that guy, the big fat one. He well, I think actually I might have met.
Rotund.
Oh, rotund. Is that a nicer word for fat?
Corpulent.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Spherical.
Round is a shape.
Well endowed. Is that a
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Oh, is that what that means?
Anyway, I think I might have met someone he's related to. He looks really familiar to me.
Here in the city?
No, before the city. Pretty far away from the city actually, but he was an adventurer, an explorer. And I think he was from a famous family. Does anybody else know who these people are? I mean, you're all from the city.
I recognize the tenants of like what they represent. They're all founders of the Tinkerers Union. What I'm trying to figure out is why one of the statues is missing.
What would the missing statues be? What would it like? What's it supposed to be?
I don't know.
Hey, Rat Prince.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about this, or have you heard anything about this?
No. I've been past the statue 100 times. It's just a statue.
Has it always been missing?
Yeah, as long as I've been around.
Oh.
Why, is there something weird about it?
4 tenants.
Well, there's one pointing in every direction except for east. Makes me think maybe we should just go east.
Does the east side of the plaza look different in any way from the other 3?
The east side of the plaza... so the north side of the plaza looks like it heads back towards the city. The east side of the plaza, there's a cluster of tall buildings on the east side of the plaza that are narrow. About as narrow as the ones that you'd come from. It looks like it just continues out into the city. The one to the south is where you would... the south side facing one is where the giant building is. That used to be the you guys would know would be or Cell would know would have been the Tinkers Union headquarters before this whole area of the city had been shut down. Give me a... so somebody here had rolled a investigation check, and that was on the statue, right? And that was a 22?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what's the passive investigation for the party?
Mine's 20.
20 as well?
Yeah.
14.
Woo!
14.
Killing that 14.
My passive investigation is 24.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
What the hell?
Damn.
Just like eagle eyes.
Regular Timothy smelts over there.
Oh, when you hear the name Timothy Smelts, give me a history check, Payne.
18.
No shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So you actually recognize the name. You remember that that Leo had cued you in on an artificer who lived out in the wasteland.
Oh, that Tinker! Oh my god. I say that out loud to everybody because it dawns on me.
Shh.
Who?
The what?
What?
The Mad Tinker. Timothy Smelts. I don't know that guy, but I've heard of him. Or maybe it's a she, I don't know. Timothy, is that a male name or a female name?
It's a stupid name. You guys ever watch Mystery Science Theater 3000?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
years ago.
You remember there's this one called The Final Sacrifice, and there's this character named Zap Rousdower. And they get in this car, and Crow goes, "So, Rousdower, is that a stupid name or?"
Clearly.
Anyway, judging by the statue, Timothy appears to be male.
Anyway, so the Mad Tinker, we were supposed to go find him and figure something out about him, but we never got around to it, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know much about him. I just know it's called the Mad Tinker.
Well, he
Have you
also
guys
started
heard of
he started the Tinkerers Union. Would I know that? Sorry.
Was he always
Well,
crazy?
you can judge that based off of the statue that you're seeing now, and that there were 3 founders who represented the 3 tenets of the Tinkers Union.
Well, he was very far away from here. Did he get banned from the city, or did he do something that nobody knows?
I don't know.
I don't think anybody would know that, but you guys can give me a group history check. The DC for this is 27.
Good.
Should be fine.
God.
Yeah, why not?
History, huh?
Natural 20 for 22.
Yeah. I'm not even going to
19.
roll because...
Natural
There's-
4 for a 6.
Natural 1. Suck it.
Hang on. If we all add those together,
Wait,
I
this
think
is
it's
golf,
a 27.
right?
You might almost get to 27.
Shaka comes in with like a 42.
Right.
You know, that would be awesome, but no. The best I can even do with that is a 23.
Oh,
You guys don't know why he's not in the city anymore. Whatever that reason is, they keep that close to the vest. As by the way, so with a 24 passive investigation, by the way, as you guys are moving through this area, there is a fine silt and soot that is sprinkled throughout this part of the city. Most of the ground is made of a compacted stone, not dissimilar to concrete of our world, but it's a darker color. And you find pretty clearly in the dust a series of footprints that lead across the plaza to the south of the city, not to the east.
Well, we've got to architect a rescue from prison, or we can
That's
check
true.
this out.
Can I
don't
look around on the ground real quick to see if there are any chunks of stone that might have been broken off from whatever statue was stolen that might give us a clue as to what it used to be or what
You can check
it used to
around the ground.
represent?
You do know that the statues themselves are cast out of bronze. But
Oh. Well, still,
what are you doing?
I guess.
My cats are like trying to commit suicide. They're like slamming their heads into like all the hard objects in the house.
Did they recently see Bird Box?
Yeah, I think they saw the creature from the house. What are you doing?
13.
13. So you look on the ground to see if there's any scratches or anything or scrapes that appear to have like maybe been dug into the ground as the statue is dragged away. You don't see any. It doesn't appear like this was like it was dragged away.
Got it.
Rat Prince speaks up by the way and he says, "Well, I can still lead you all to that alchemist if you need me to. I don't want to interject or anything, but I mean I'm happy to take a look around if that's what you want to do. It'll keep us away from the constables at least."
approximately what time is it?
I believe it is around 10 p.m. No, I'm sorry. It's not that late. It's around 8 or so because you guys had got into this end of the city towards the end of the day. It was late enough that the sun was dropping. It was late enough that the sun had gone low enough that the massive buildings from the foundry district down here had eclipsed the sun and caused an early nightfall on the slums. So it is probably about 8 or 9 o'clock by this point for you guys. Maybe closer to 8. It's dark. It gets dark fairly early around this time of year as you guys are getting further into autumn and into the winter.
Nothing like getting further into autumn.
Yeah, who loves that?
So
I
do we
think-
move south? Do we move...
I think our priority should be to at least find some shelter and lay low for a little bit.
I could use a little
Okay.
rest if we can find a safe spot, or
Rat
maybe a full
Prince?
night's rest.
Do you know any?
Ideally.
Safest place I know is to continue through and to get to the alchemist's place. Unless you want to find one of these buildings here and just sort of squat in it for the night.
Where's the alchemist's place?
He's in the foundry district. We have to make it through the rest of Jotuunforn before we get there.
Okay.
That's where we were going, was it not?
Yeah. Let's keep moving. I guess put a pin in whatever's happening here.
Okay.
Okay.
Make a mental note of it.
first.
Did you throw? Did he just throw something?
As you guys,
hear an idea over his shoulder.
As you guys leave, head through to the east, putting a pin in this idea for now. You guys move into the eastmost part of the city as Jotuunforn swallows you back into those narrow alleyways away from the Union headquarters. You guys keep walking through. It's dark. It's a bit... the mists seem to rise the further you get into this part of the city. It's a bit more run down. Despite all of it being abandoned, you're now moving into parts that are much more picked over. And as you continue walking, Miss Passive 26, you can now...
She has a name.
I can't help...
It's actually a lot shorter than that, too.
I think of it more as the title, let's say.
She of the 26 passive.
Yeah. It's like it's like the breaker of chains, leader of the first men and the Andals.
We're not worthy.
Devourer of pastries.
Dimensioner of doors.
Yeah.
You know it.
Nauseator of carrots.
She's so good she can just take 2 actions on a turn.
You begin to get the bristly keratinous scales on the back of your head that count as like your hair. You can feel them begin to rise a little bit with like a deep discomfort. And as you begin to look around and look up, you can see distantly a white ethereal figure with gaping sockets where the eyes are. And it is tracking you guys as you move across the city. You don't know how long it's been following you. You don't know what its desires are, but it is looking through you and tracking you guys as you move.
Would I notice that as well?
Not at first, but now that you see her looking around, you can make a perception check.
I'd like to as well.
You see Shaka stop and begin looking around. You see her eye line suddenly catches something at the top.
29.
Yeah.
Oof.
You see it as well.
15.
It appears to have it appears to be wearing a kind of half cloak across the front of its body, but it's otherwise unclothed. It's got a bald head. It's got deep, dark eye sockets that sort of... it looks like a hungry, yawning darkness where the eyes would be. And as you look at it, it turns its head towards you and is now looking at you and through you. It's a good 60, 70 feet away, high up on a rooftop, not standing on it so much as floating above it. You can see now there's shafts of moonlight that pass behind it, and as moonlight strikes it, it almost seems to disappear and then reapparate.
Something's watching us. I'll kind of say quietly to the rest of everybody.
Yeah,
What?
we should
Where?
get out of here as quick as we can.
What is it?
Something's not right. And then I'll keep moving.
Okay. Are you guys moving quietly, or are you guys moving quickly? You can try to move quickly through this part of the city, and you can make an athletics check, or you can try to move quietly and make a stealth check. It's up to you.
I'll move quietly.
Quietly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with quietly.
Quietly.
Okay.
I'm also going to give myself vigilant blessing as I hear that.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your stealth rolls.
26.
26 and 25 from Cell.
24.
24.
26.
And from... Okay.
Nat 20. 33.
Anybody seen Amelia?
I got
Amelia, you guys assume that Amelia is with you guys, but you don't see her. And you guys split up a little bit as you're moving through this part of the city, not huddling too close together, keeping low to the ground, moving from shadow to shadow, that you're not sure if moving from shadow to shadow is what would even hide you from this creature. But as you move over the course of the next 15 minutes, passing through this part of the city, you avoid detection. Hiding in an alleyway as it passes overhead, you can hear a yawning as it continues to move across the rooftops. You guys are now at the mouth of another one of these plazas, and you can see moving through are these tall, slightly rotted forms, clad in full plate mail with eyeless sockets, are what look to be gigantic humanoids. Huge sentries walking through this plaza, guarding some building that's remained unoccupied for years. They move in almost a counterclockwise patrol through the plaza with a dilapidated dry fountain in the center.
Payne's PTSD is kicking in a bit. Her experience with the undead.
Well,
Just swallowing down vomit.
I'm gonna take out the rapier.
Mm-hmm.
We fighting or we going quiet?
Do we need to go through them, Rat Prince?
Well, it's definitely definitely the quickest. I can make it across pretty quickly, I think, but some of you might have, I don't know, it might be a bigger risk for the rest of you.
We could also get the drop on them and try to take them out.
Do I see any discernible path that we can... you said they're going counterclockwise, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, where... Rat Prince, which way do we need to go?
That way. He points. You guys need to go into the courtyard, which is lined with a bunch of these smaller wrought iron fences that keeps you to a sort of path.
Oof.
And you see these things walking through this path. Let me just kind of sketch it out for you to help you out.
Would my background feature come in handy here? City secrets. You know secret patterns and flow to cities and can find passages through the urban sprawl that others would miss.
Give me an investigation check.
That is an 18.
Yes. So I would say with that and with your background, you can see out in front of you guys in the middle of this courtyard, you can see the faint outline of what would be a drainage or manhole cover in the center of this cobble sort of. This part of the area looks like a park almost, to give you a bit of an idea what it looks like. It looks like a park. There are these wrought iron dividers that separate these courtyards that might have been overgrown at one point, but have just completely fallen down to dry weeds and dirt plots. And along one of these cobblestone pathways that splits at a T-junction, where these giant sentries walk around, you can see this manhole cover, this drainage. And as you pointed out, the Rat Prince says, I mean, it's possible, but it looks kind of heavy.
And I know we're all very, very strong.
Dump stat.
I mean, together we can lift it, probably. Don't you think?
We could try.
I say we give it a shot. I have to highly recommend against fighting those things.
I'm gonna just start trying to like pry it loose as quietly as possible with the.
It's out in the middle of the.
Oh, it's out in the middle.
T-junction. Yep, it's out in the middle of the T-junction.
And then without a word.
Give me a stealth check.
What?
That doesn't sound like
19.
Let me double check their passive. I don't think they have advantage because they're actively searching as they walk, which gives them a +5, but I think you're still clear. Yeah. You're still clear. There's the... as they're walking around the outside.
God, what is he doing? Oh, God.
Yeah, you guys just watch him disappear soundlessly. Runs out to the middle. Give me a strength check. Athletics.
No problem.
Famous last word.
Any sort of bonus for trying to wedge that in and use the simple machines aspect of this?
Is there a bonus for fulcrum?
I will.
Add half a point.
All right.
What do you got?
16.
16. You lift it. It drops back down. You stop when you feel the thin metal of the sword almost snap. You not pull it back to not break your veteran's cane.
I'm going to put that in and then take out my crowbar from my pack.
Okay.
The right tool for the job.
Probably led with that.
Listen, it's cool. It's cool over purpose. Anyway.
For sure. Rule of cool, 100%.
While Cell is doing this, I'm gonna use my last fifth level spell slot, reach out, touch Pain and Karis, and Amelia, and cast invisibility on us.
Okay. So, Stell, give me a strength athletics with advantage this time. As with the first time, as you try to pry it and then had to let go, as it kind of slammed back down, the two giant figures begin to turn their hollow sockets looking at you, and they begin to walk towards you.
11.
You can't quite get the weight under it. This is shorter than the rapier, and it's not quite as you're prying down. I need you guys to roll for initiative.
Oh God! Where are my hands?
Yeah.
My hands!
Oh,
Where'd they
dear.
go?
Oh, that's what's cool. What I like about the dice physics of the D&D Beyond or D&D Beyond dice roller is that at the edge of your screen it counts that as the edge of it, but it literally got stuck between 5 and 18, like on the edge itself using dice physics, and then was like, it's a 5, and I'm like,
maybe if you like hit your monitor.
Yeah, So D&D Beyond can cack your dice.
Okay.
Right as they turn to face me, I'm just like, and I drop it.
Okay.
Have we leveled up technically?
Oh God!
No, we
yeah,
have not
I
had a
forgot.
rest.
No,
Oh,
we're
you
moving
haven't
on
had-
to that until we have a long rest.
You guys have not had your rest yet. That's
no.
right.
Shit!
Yep.
I need that
yep.
6th level spell!
Yeah.
Okay.
I need any spell. It would have been
Yeah,
great.
Payne, what's your initiative?
12. With
Amelia?
advantage.
18.
Cell?
15.
Karis?
21.
Autumn, is this music you?
No.
Oh. I was like, this
Shaka?
shit's sick. I love this.
10.
It's good.
Yeah, I'm digging this battle music.
Yep. It's a nice change.
All these initiative rolls are what we get for last time.
Yeah, right.
All right, let me give you guys a good battle map here.
I'm very nervous about this battle. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen. If
Listening?
the Looney Tunes could beat the Toon Squad, then we can beat these people. When they said Bugs Bunny couldn't dunk a basketball,
Boy, were they wrong.
boy, were they wrong. What's that? What's it? That fake quote. People believe in dinosaurs. It's like, I'll find it.
Also, I'd just like to draw a little attention to our lovely matching tokens that all look amazing.
Hey!
Yeah. Hey.
Well done,
He's not
Autumn.
here. Let's celebrate him while he's not here. Everyone,
God,
clap.
Beck, say something
Wait before.
discreet.
Okay,
Oh.
wait. Oh.
As much as I like the top-down tokens, we will be switching over to the awesome hand-done tokens that Autumn did.
Yes,
They are
Autumn.
beautiful, Autumn.
I was
They're
just saying they
gorgeous.
look amazing.
Ah,
Thank you for doing those.
Thank you.
They look super great.
Here's the quote from Mookie Wilson that I was thinking of. When I'm in a slump, I comfort myself by saying, if I believe in dinosaurs, then somewhere they must be believing in me. And if they believe in me, then I can believe in me. Then I bust out.
Oh. So wholesome.
And that's what Cell's thinking as he
Does
draws
that-
his rapier.
Does that work the same way for Timiphany Smelts? Like if we believe in Timiphany Smelts, he believes in
got him.
us.
You got it.
Why did I not catch on to how hysterical that name is earlier? Like, the last time I probably heard that name was years ago at this point.
I'm reloading this real quick, guys.
Oh, I was
worries.
like, where'd the music just go?
Yeah, I think
What
those
happened?
tokens are too big.
Yeah, sorry, I had to reload giant tokens. All right, y'all.
Let's
So
plan our strategy. Well, quick, everybody. What's our strategy?
Oh, is there
Besides-
strategy to this?
Besides
Right.
I
not
thought we were
die.
just running in and opening.
Karis,
vents
you are up first. If you guys want to continue to try to open the manhole that is between all of you, it's basically where, let me see, I'm going to put, you guys are actually, references here, you guys are all here, and Cell is here in the center. That's basically where the manhole is. If you guys want to attempt to get through that, it will require your action to use strength and athletics. The area that you guys were initially going to go towards, since I don't have a map that perfectly represents this, unfortunately, is this direction.
Okay.
It's still loading.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
my
just
game's
got
still
it.
loading.
Oh, you just got into it?
Yeah.
Oh, my mistake, guys. Sorry about that. I just wanted to activate the about face so your tokens would face the right way when they were running around.
Oh, that's cool.
Was not worth it.
Cool. Absolutely not.
For sure, for sure.
Okay.
Load, damn it.
I see Autumn in here, which is what's odd.
No,
There
I'm
we
here.
go.
I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's on me because I have about 1,000 modules that I've put on that I'm just excited to use. So.
So wait, would we be all in the center like that? Wouldn't Cell
No.
be in the center?
Cell's in the center. Yeah. Nobody else should be
We're
in the center.
We came from over here, right?
Nope. So I actually already had you moved where you guys were, and maybe it just wasn't updating for you. But you guys are all down here. You should all be in the bottom part of the screen. You guys see yourselves
Yeah.
all in the bottom part of the screen?
Okay.
I
Yeah.
see it now. We're
Yeah.
good.
No, I see everybody at the right in the center, but that's.
Give it a second. It'll fix it.
Go ahead and refresh. We'll get that set up.
Hey, alright. I'm here.
Lisa is still loading in, I think.
Same.
Yep.
Sorry about the technical difficulties, friends.
I'm no Lisa,
This
but I'm
is,
still also loading in.
We built
I,
it up, and now
Yeah, now it is all.
it's just. Ugh. But it gives me
yeah,
more time to figure out what I'm gonna do.
I
You're
love Foundry. I overloaded it with a bunch of stuff, and so now it just takes forever to load in. It's on me.
I can't believe you're trying to improve quality of life.
Right?
It's ridiculous, dude.
Why bother?
I'm a fatalist D&D player.
You knew we were going to be ungrateful about it, so why'd you even do it?
Why even try?
This is a thankless job. Get it through your head.
Ugh.
All right, Autumn. Since it's gonna be a little while before it's gonna be 2 rounds before, or excuse me, 2 people before Cell goes. If you want to go ahead and take Karis's turn, you can, because you're up first in the initiative order.
Okay. I still don't know where he is, like where he's at though. Is he in the center? Is the manhole thing right in the center?
Here.
No, I mean where Cell is.
He's here.
Okay, and where's the rat prince?
He's here.
Okay. Okay.
So the tokens aren't updating for you on your page?
I'm still invisible, right? Invisibility.
Yep, you're all invisible.
So I'm gonna run up, and while he's doing what he's doing, I'm gonna put a hand on him, and I'm gonna cast invisibility on him and me at the same time.
Nicely done. Okay, so like a shimmer, and you're gone. You guys are both invisible. So you're prying, and then as you see them both turn on you, you pull the crowbar, throw it on your back, pull the veteran's cane out in front of you, and then all of a sudden there's a fawn directly in front of you. He puts his hand on your shoulder, and you guys both disappear.
We should probably not try to do anything with this and get out of here. And I take a step back.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my entire movement.
Okay. Amelia, you are up next. You are still invisible as well.
Sorry.
But Shaka isn't invisible, right?
I am.
Yeah.
Oh, she is? Okay.
Everybody's invisible at this point.
Even the rat prince?
Nah, fuck
He
that
is
guy.
not.
I mean,
Okay.
He wasn't invited to our invisible.
There
last-
you go.
No 6th level spell slot for that.
The thing about invisibility, though, is that we can't see each other either.
I
So,
just realized.
Don't stumble over each other.
Plonk.
to make him feel inclusive,
Cue the
I
Benny
will-
Hill theme.
Yeah, I will cast invisibility on the rat prince.
Okay. Are you dropping invisibility for yourself, or are you casting it? You're doing it, both of you.
Oh, that's right. I have to do that.
That's why I had to do it at a higher level.
Never mind.
I don't have that at all.
But do I care that much?
Right.
He said he could get through.
He's gonna be fine.
He can
You're right.
teleport in a freaking cloud of rats. Like
He can. Which way
He's a
was the
survivor.
direction that the rat prince pointed out we needed to go?
You guys have to go.
North?
You have to go this way.
That way? Shit.
Oh boy.
Alright. Sorry, you said this map isn't representative exactly of what you were thinking, or are we just following whatever is
We'll just follow what the map says for
Okay.
simplicity's sake.
Then I will stealth my way past that guy. 5, 15, 20, 25, 35. Bonus action dash.
Stealthily dash.
Yeah, it's stealthily dash, right?
What's your stealth?
Oh, I didn't roll yet.
30 something.
15.
Uh-oh.
Roll a 2.
Oh, no.
Still fine.
Oh.
His passive is 13 with advantage. So he's just as you pass by this thing, however. Oh no, never mind. You have to start your turn there, which you did not.
65.
Why? What happens?
Yeah.
Next time we'll find
We'll
out.
find out.
Find out on Amelia's next turn.
I move an additional 5 feet off the map, and what do I see out there?
You see, you're getting close to the end of this courtyard area. You can see of this map.
It's just a black wall.
You see a cluster. You see a cluster of that low soot-colored concrete buildings. A bunch of them rise higher the further out you go as you keep moving to the east. and you see more of those pipelines. You know, the pipelines that you guys had traveled across to get to the wharf. You see more of those further down into the city you go.
Okay.
You're how far away from the creature? You're 15 feet away?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 15 feet.
Okay. All right. Is it your turn, sir?
Well, I can dash again.
You absolutely can. Yeah.
Action. I'll use my action to dash another 35 feet in that direction.
So, you are up next. You were prying. You turned. You're invisible. What would you like to do?
And I know that we're trying to head east, right, from the conversation from before.
I suppose so. You had started working on that manhole, and then Karis came out to assist you.
Right.
And then he's invisible again. So you might not necessarily know. Well, with a passive, honestly, actually with a passive of 20, you would have seen like puffs of dust running across, running off the side of the map.
All right, then I will follow.
Okay. Give me your stealth check as you're moving.
20, yeah. $19.
Okay, that succeeds. You get through, passing by. You can feel the you can feel like this emanating cold as you pass by the creature. How far do you get?
I get 5 off, and then I'll dash. So 35 feet in the off the map.
Okay. Payne, you see Cell run out there. And then you see Karis suddenly appear out there, and they both disappear, and now they're both gone.
Yep. That's the last I know, so I'm heading out towards them to try and help with the manhole. Alright, here we go. 15, 20, I assume it's right here?
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay. But do I need to go 5 more feet, or?
Yeah, 5 more feet.
Okay, 25. And I will use my action to take out my staff and start to try and pry it from my side.
Do you want to ready the help action, or do you want to actually try to open it yourself?
As far as I know, they're already trying to pull it off. Okay. So I'm just going to get in there.
Give me a strength athletics check.
All right, guys, on 3. 1, 2.
Do you actually say that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would hear that.
Okay.
So athletics, just super good at. That's a 13 minus 1, 12.
It begins to raise a little bit. You can feel the staff starting to bend. You're still applying the pressure, though.
I can basically pick up my feet as I'm
dangling off of it
in the air. Yeah.
All right.
And then
not quite budging yet as you jam the staff in.
I'm gonna bonus action. Bonus actions. Let me do something. Oh no. Okay, I'm fine now. No bonus action. Just
no bonus action.
Keep pulling.
Okay, Shaka, you're up. You cast invisibility on everybody, except the rat prince, and then you see the footsteps of everybody. You know, of a bunch of people run out, and you see the footsteps for the little puffs of dust as both Amelia and Cell run off to the side.
Okay. Shaka's gonna start making her way after them though, but she's gonna pass Payne so that she can leave a little nugget of wisdom. She'll pause next to Payne. We're running! And she'll say, go to the east. We are running to the east, right? This is north, south, east,
west. That's where you saw them.
Yeah,
that's where you saw them running.
Just wanted to make sure that it wasn't at some weird angle.
Aha! I fooled you! You thought it was north, but truly it's south.
Fucking Rosenbrand. I mean...
And then... I will use my action to dash.
Okay, give me a stealth check, please. And if you're dashing, if you're dashing past this,
That's a 10.
Okay.
Wait,
So
are you rolling with advantage because we're invisible?
Oh, that
Because I
was
forgot to do that.
it's going to be a straight roll
Okay.
for you
Oh, right.
because you are dashing to
Got
get
it,
past
okay.
it. So you're trying to stealth while sprinting. So, where were you going to dash? Go ahead and complete your action.
That would be my full movement.
The creature and swings with disadvantage. Oh wait, no, you're still within its space. Never mind, it's not going to swing at you yet. It's not going to swing at you yet. All right. But it is his turn now. So it does know you're there, but it does still have disadvantage.
The bell cue. It knows you're there, but it still has disadvantage. Dun, dun.
You're right.
What's your AC, Shaka?
It is 15.
That just hits. I did not think I was going to hit you. Okay.
Oh, I expected it.
As you look up and immediately throw up just a quick, like, arcane deflection to try to keep it from totally crushing you, a great axe comes down right on your head and slashes partially through you as you begin to dive out of the way. You're going to take 23 points of slashing damage. As it slams into the ground, you guys feel the whole ground shake as this thing slams its axe down. Now it's going to ready its second attack with disadvantage.
Does she have to roll for concentration?
Oh, you do.
Yep.
Sorry.
Ooh, thank you for. I really appreciate it. Honestly, I really
Yeah.
appreciate it. Makes for a better story anyway. So go ahead and roll your concentration check and let me know.
Is
What
it
you get.
13 or 14?
That is a
Round
14.
down, right?
Doesn't matter.
You're good.
We're okay.
You're good. You just saved. And it is concentration. I'm sorry. It is a Constitution saving throw. So if you have a modifier, a bump to it, you'll still get your plus.
I
But
have no bonus.
another great axe swing comes down towards you. He rolled a 21 with disadvantage.
Yep.
Woof, that's another 23 points of damage. As it slams down again. You're able to throw up an arcane deflection and just slams and crushes you down into the ground. So you are sprawled out and stand back to your feet again. I need you to make another Constitution.
I am out.
No!
You're down?
I am down.
Oh, God! Okay.
Shit.
You guys just see poof, hits the ground, and as she becomes visible again, so does
Amelia and
Amelia.
Pain.
Oh,
No, because Amelia did you cast
She cast it
invisibility on
on-
the Rat King?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I
okay.
ended up not doing it, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
All right. So that brings us to this next one here, because that's his turn. This one here, up here, and you're hanging on the staff, and then you look up, and its empty eyes suddenly flare with this cold light. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
$24.
Oh, lucky. As soon as you see this thing's eyes flare, you look away and you can feel your body beginning to freeze. And then you shake it off. There's like a flare of this red energy as your body pushes away the spell effect. Whew, lucky. But it is going to move in on you.
So not.
You avoided
That's
the
a one
worst
lucky.
thing, but it's still, yeah.
Better than take
lucky. It's lucky.
You're still screwed, but it could have been worse.
Oh, it could have been much worse.
Oh dear.
He gets 40, right? I think he gets 40. Let me double check before he puts it on you. Yeah. And it raises its axe over its head. And that's going to bring us to the Rat Fritz, who is going to move here. He's going to bonus action hide, and then fire his arrow, or fire a bolt. As it just bounces off the armor, flies up into the air. He'll take his second shot. So, question about sneak attack. If your first attack misses and you hit with your second... Oh no, he already used his bonus action, never mind. Oh no, wait. No, he's good. If your first attack misses with that you intend to sneak attack with, does your second attack give you sneak attack still?
Sure, you still have sneak attack. As long as it fulfills the other conditions for sneak attack. Because it depends on if you're counting, if he's getting sneak attack because he's 5 feet away from someone, in which case, yes, it would still. But if he's getting sneak attack because he isn't aware, because he took the hide action first, then it's up to DM discretion. But I would say he still has the, because of the 5,
I guess, 5 feet.
Yeah,
within 5 feet thing.
For sure. Actually, also it's fair if it's 2, because it's like the idea is he's doing it twice within 6 seconds or whatever.
Yep.
So it's like if he hid first.
You see it catching in the neck of this giant as it's pulling back to swing its axe. Okay, that is his turn, which is going to bring us back to the top of the round. Karis, you see right next to you, Pain suddenly appears, and then you see this big... Also, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm not looking at it. Yes. Saving throw plus 2, 17.
You just save. You can feel yourself. You feel yourself like freezing against the frigid aura that this heavily armored creature exudes. And you bring up your arm in front of your face. There's like a bit of sleet coming off of its body. But you resist the effects.
Okay. Let's see. 25. 30. Shit.
What do you got, Karis?
I got so from this corner to this corner, Bane to get both of them.
Mm-hmm. What's the save? Or there is no save. They just have a D4 reduced from their rolls, right?
No, they have to make a charisma save at 17.
Sure, they're hella charismatic.
Yeah, I was just going to say, they're very charismatic as giant monstrosities.
They have a certain je ne sais pas.
And that's all
No way. What's the save?
17.
Okay. The one rolled a 19 minus 3. So they both are
16.
Are
Okay, so that's a -4 to all, or negative D4 to all attack and saving throws, and I become visible.
Okay. So Pain is visible and then suddenly staring down this massive creature as it just and then suddenly there's this almost like a mint greenish kind of energy that just suffuses into the giant as it's standing up in front of you, and then There, Karis is standing in the middle of the thoroughfare.
And bonus action. Hold on, that's D6. Shaka heals for 10.
Okay.
Healing light.
Shaka, you wake up. There's a giant right above your head with his axe, about to slam it down on you again.
Shaka's eyes open. She's just.
Amelia, you were up next. You are 30 feet away from that side of the map.
Okay. Everything's going very, very well. I think
To plan.
this was completely part of the
I think
plan.
we planned this entire thing out.
Wait,
Well, the question is, did we also notice everything that happened? I guess the ground shook. We probably noticed.
yeah.
I'm sure you heard the slam and the ground shook, and you turn around and Shaka's just on the ground.
And you probably heard a couple of pained yelps. That was a lot of damage.
A single Danish just like rolls towards her.
Oh no.
It's like a splash of red, but it's jelly. Like,
As all of them get smushed in her pack.
Not the pastries.
it's like the Saving Private Ryan scene, except instead she's like trying to scoop pastries back into a box.
I can put it back in. I can put it back in.
Oh, damn it. All right.
I'm gonna draw
Okay.
that.
Yeah. I don't know what to do. How tall are these rooftops?
30 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna scale one of these rooftops. The one to the northeast.
Okay. So, do you have a climbing speed?
No.
Okay, so
that
it is
I'm
going
aware
to take you. It's going to take you 60 feet of movement to get up there, unless you're going to try to, like bamf up there or some sort of. I'll have you make a acrobatics check to see if you can have that distance.
I guess I'll just cast haste first.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll use my action to cast haste. And yeah, I'll do an acrobatics check to get up there.
Okay, go ahead and give me your acrobatics check.
That was good. That's a 28.
Yeah, easily enough. You find one of the Everlight lanterns that's been out for who knows how long. You run up the side of it, leap off, and you catch on the second floor, and immediately with your hasted movement, begin to climb up. That only uses 30 feet of movement to get to the top.
All right, so I still have 40. I'm gonna get to. Oops, that's not. Move tool. I'm gonna get to here. Oop, nope. To here. I'll use a bonus action to convert a level 1 spell for 2 sorcery points.
Okay.
And I'll pull out a dagger and throw it at this guy to get his attention.
Which one do you want to throw it at?
This guy.
The one closest to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get his attention
Go ahead
off
and-
of Shaka.
Make an attack.
19.
That's going to hit.
Ever use daggers. Oof. 6 piercing? Yeah, 6 piercing damage. Yeah, try to get his attention and then back off.
It just sticks in his brow as it turns now and looks at you. Its eyes begin to light up.
Now he's
Back up
really
a bit.
emo.
Yeah.
got an eyebrow up here.
Dagger in his head. Okay. Amelia is now on the rooftops. Cell. You are also 30 feet back, I believe.
Yeah. I'm just gonna kind of like sigh deeply and then run back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 30 feet will bring me just like at the edge, I believe, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry, I lost the screen. I'm trying to find it. There we go. And then I'm still invisible, right?
Yeah. Oh wait, no.
No,
Karis.
you were not. Karis had turned you invisible.
Oh,
He's
that's
visible
right.
now.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. No, wait. No, you're still visible because you're still maintaining concentration, right? Or no?
No.
Oh, Bane is concentration.
No,
Okay.
Bane is concentration.
Bane is concentration. Okay, never
But
mind.
also,
Yeah, so
anytime you cast a spell, you would drop invisibility. So
for yourself. For yourself. But
Oh,
if
really?
he had maintained concentration and then cast a spell, he just would have been visible, and then you would be still invisible. But he cast another concentration spell. So
All right.
You
Well,
are
no worries. I'm still gonna do the same thing I was gonna do.
changes nothing.
It's just if I had advantage or not, really. I'll take one of those bad boy little swings.
Well, you would have advantage because
Oh Jesus.
you have an ally, right?
Oh,
There.
sorry. I don't know why.
It's a lot of dice.
What the fuck is
What the
happening?
hell just happened?
Why does it keep rolling so many? I rolled a 17 was my first one.
That just hits.
Alrighty. And that's 39 points of damage.
Look at all those d6s.
So you pull the rapier out and just go straight through the middle of the leg, through the knee, and out the front as you hobble it. It begins to drop to one knee.
And I'm just going to say, get fucked, and then run away.
How far do you go?
I go another, it would be 20 feet off. Or,
You ran 30 to get to him, right?
right, and then I'll take dash. I'm going to take dash as a bonus
You're gonna dash
action.
as a bonus action,
But
okay.
I because of swashbuckler, he doesn't get an opportunity attack.
Yep. Roger that.
It'll be minus. So I have. Sorry, the math is confusing. 5 feet, 30 feet here. So then 5, and then 10, then 20. Yeah, 20 off.
Okay, got it. So runs in, stabs through, get fucked, turns and runs again. As the thing swings, it swings the axe down at you, the butt of the axe, and you. By the time it tries to make a connection, you're already gone. You've already sprinted down the street.
You look dumb.
So that's going to bring us now to pain. Oh shit! You shake off that thing, and now you're standing there in the middle with this thing staring you down. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw right off the bat.
22.
You shake it off again as you're now being covered in sleet from the spinning aura that this thing exudes. It's got this half plate on it now, is encrusted with this with rime and frost.
I'm gonna go, oh, hells no. And I see what happened to Shaka. I'm gonna pop the staff out of the ground and psionically cast, my eyes are gonna glow a little bit, psionically cast haste on myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna disengage from this dude in front of me.
Yep.
And I am going to take off 5, 10, go. Move. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Scoop up Shaka.
Okay.
She was healed, by the way.
40. I know.
Shaka's healed, by the way. Okay.
I know.
So carrying a person with you is going to halve your speed.
Okay. 40 to get there, and then I would have
Even a
had,
tiny
so I
creature?
can
Yes.
Okay.
go
35
10
pounds
more
is a lot when you're trying to, run away.
For sure.
and have a -1 to strength. I don't care. She's my friend. Okay, so I think I can only move 10 more feet if it's halved.
Yes.
Gauged. action. So I've scooped her up. And that
You get to
ends
the
my
edge
turn.
of the
and
map,
I
then that's
think-
it, right? Battle over. It's like video games where you hit a loading screen.
Yeah, can't go through the stealth.
We've leached the
You
mob.
must gather your
Yeah.
party before venturing forth.
They just turn around and start walking back, and you just keep kiting the AI. Like one area.
Yeah, I guess that ends my turn.
Okay.
So I've got Shaka.
Your eyes flare, your hair begins to lift up for a second as there's like a swirl of that energy, and then you just take off $6 Million Man style across the whole across the plaza, scoop up across the court, you scoop up Shaka, and even in your quickened form, you're slowed down a bit as you've got her like under your arm like a football.
We gotta
that
get out of
brings-
here. That's it.
Okay, that brings us.
Use her head as like a ramming horn.
So, so right now, Payne, you guys are Shaka and Payne are sharing the same space. So let me check something. It's from the corner of the thing. 10-foot radius. Let me just do this in the.
Sorry, what's the radius for this guy?
What?
I'm kidding. What's his HP at right now?
What is he immune to?
What does he like to do on
Extract
Saturdays?
aspects, please.
Forgive me while I figure this out. I just want to make sure that.
The rusty crows come and land on it and extract aspects with their
Totally.
beaks.
Pop, 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 pop.
Fire! Poison!
Immune to cold.
Okay. So, you guys are just inside of this aura. So I need, Shaka, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
That is a 6.
Fuck.
Oh,
Okay.
balls.
You cannot take more than one attack or take a bonus action on this turn. So if you only have one attack, you can only take one attack. So you're fine with that because you only have one attack. But you can't take a bonus action.
Okay. But I can still take, like, a standard action?
Yes. Yeah. Just if you had like the if you had like the multi-attack feature, you wouldn't, or the 2 attacks per turn, you'd only get 1.
Okay.
I think all of
That
you
is
only
not
have
as-
1 attack anyway.
That is not as bad as I was expecting. I was expecting to go unconscious again, so I'll take it.
She's like, as long as I can jam another pastry in my mouth, I'm fine.
No,
It's cool.
bonus attack.
Last
Healing
rites.
pastries. We should start a bakery, and instead of healing potions, sell healing pastries.
Dude, we'll do
I
a
would-
bar
I-
slash.
I
We'll do a
fucking
bar slash
thinking.
bakery.
Oh, that sounds like wonderful homebrew. I like that.
Payne will mix the drinks. Shock will make the pastry.
I think that's basically if you take the cook.
Blue pastries give you a spell slot back, and red pastries give you health.
Well,
Dude, you ever had a mana donut before? Actually, I would if you have the cook's feat. That's what that is because you heal a D4 when they prepare food with their cook's utensils. I think. Could be wrong. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Anyway, so you've got your action. What would you like to do, Shaka?
I would like to cast a 3rd level Cure Wounds on myself.
Probably fair.
That is 17.
Okay. You can feel the warmth of healing magic over your shoulder, Payne, as Shaka begins to heal up.
Do I think that she's maybe peed on me a little?
It is suspiciously warm.
I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm gonna think it.
You know, you supposedly crap your pants when you die, and she did die. So-
I just.
But she's also not wearing pants, so it's complicated.
It's fine. It's fine.
Clearly, Dan has not been hanging out in my stream because she is wearing pants. Sucker.
They're just the same color as my skin.
Yeah.
Skin pants.
Whoops. Sorry about that.
I only saw what you were
Literally made
doing
out
the
of
top
skin.
part.
I kind of wrap my tail around Payne's arm the way a cat wraps its tail around its person.
Yep.
And look up with like one eye. Thank you. I'll heal you next time.
As you guys continue to sprint,
Yeah.
this one's going to use.
Oh fuck.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Okay, come on, dice, don't fail me now. Yes. Wait, Constitution. Maybe not. Yes. 16.
You are paralyzed.
Oh! Oh dear.
You also take 33 points of cold damage.
Oh, fuck. Oh god.
As this one,
Wait, is that an attack or is that just an aura?
it's called freezing stare. It is a attack. It's a feature of the creature. It's a creature feature, if you will.
So if it's an attack, did it take a -4 to hit, or is there? Because remember, it's
No, it's save. You had to save.
Okay. Okay. Just making sure.
As this one is going to attempt to use the same feature on you on the rooftops.
He can see me?
Did you hide? Are you invisible?
Well, how tall is he? If it's 30 feet up.
About 20 feet tall. Ah, you know what? He won't then. 5,
Wait,
10,
no. Shit.
15. I believe he's both. I believe he has advantage. Let me see. It might automatically hit. Okay. You're about to take 2 critical hits, buddy. But he has. So here's the
How
thing.
does it?
If he hits, only if he hits, he does get a negative D4. But you are paralyzed, so he has advantage.
Oh, by the way, I did a 16 on the save for that damage. Is it half of the damage?
No, it's full damage.
No, I mean for the save for concentration check.
Oh, it is half the. Yeah, it's half the damage.
33, so that would be 15. So I made it.
I don't mean to be a schmuck, but do you maintain concentration if you're paralyzed?
Yes, I believe so. Oh
I
wait, no,
don't know.
let me check incapacitated. It might not. No, you maintain concentration.
Cool.
Okay.
Yep.
So how does that work if they still have to subtract a... That's weird. Because they have to subtract because
Yeah, he still subtracts it. He still subtracts it. So he does get a minus D4 to each one, but he got a natural 20 on the first hit regardless. And then on his disadvantage hit, he still rolled a 25. So even at its highest, it would be a 21, which still hits you.
Okay.
And I know I'm not at all frustrated. Like don't worry. Ask me as many questions as you want because this is going to be really brutal. And feel free to challenge me on everything so you can save your character.
Oh, I will.
So he had disadvantage. It wouldn't be a critical hit though, then, right?
He's incapacitated.
He's incapacitated. He's paralyzed.
Thank you.
It's
Thank you.
automatically a critical hit.
Got
when
it.
hits.
Got it.
So here is the first bout of damage. $28 plus 39. You down?
Wait, hold on. I have to actually put it in to know. 'Cause I don't math.
67. Yeah.
Yep. That second one took me down.
Okay. Then it is going to turn. See Pain running with Shaka. Throw a rock. You have plus to your AC right now, right?
Yeah, it's 19 to hit.
Okay. With the... Oh, you go down, so he's not baned. High over your head, rolls down the end of the street. It looks like it was half of a bust that was on one of the corners, like from the rock garden of this courtyard.
A bus?
As
Is
it
there a whole fucking bus at you?
At this point, whatever.
Okay, that is their turns, which brings us back to the top. Karis, go ahead and make your first death saving throw.
12. Oh.
Poof.
Okay, first success. Amelia, you are up next.
R. Oh, 5, 10. Oh wait, sorry. He was here. 5. 10.
Death saves fall under dexterity, right?
Come on, move.
You dodge out of the way of death.
Nope. Nope.
Mr. Grim Reaper, I don't think so.
Hey, look over there.
15.
Not today, Satan. Double dutching the Grim Reaper's scythe.
Take a running head start, and, leap off the rooftop and try to mount this thing.
Okay, give me a acrobatics check.
Better. 25.
He rolls for his athletics, because it's basically a grapple, except you're using your acrobatics to grapple instead of your athletics. He rolls a 13, so you're on him.
Got it. Booming blade. Dan, does the if the creature, if your ally next to it is incapacitated, does that?
You don't
No
get
advantage, but if you're grappling it, I don't know.
no.
Well, no, I think I'm referring to sneak attack, right? Because the swashbuckler feature is that.
Oh, with Swashbuckler, yes.
Okay, so I'm
As
fine.
long as it has no other enemy characters within 5 feet.
Enemy
of it.
characters,
Or
right, okay,
as long
Any
as
other creature.
you don't have any within 5 feet.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. I rolled a 28 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, gonna hit for sure.
Shoot. How do I always forget this? Okay. 9 thunder. Good. That's 12, 15 plus 7, so that's 22 piercing.
So you just see a dark shape leap from the rooftop and then just combine with the giant dark shape of this creature on the ground. Leaps on, and as you jump on, Amelia, you just pull the sword back. It's wreathed in that thunder energy, and you slam it down, and as you basically drive it down through the collarbone into the center mass of this creature. And there's now that sound of the booming blade going off, and now there's that wreath of energy around it. So if it moves, it's going to take 1d8, correct?
2d8. No, wait.
Okay.
I think it's
Might be at a higher level now.
It's 3d8 now.
3d8. Okay.
Yeah.
Cell, you were up next.
Sorry,
Unless
one more
are you
attack.
taking your next attack? Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot you were hasted.
That's 20, not natural.
Hits.
Another 7 piercing.
7 piercing. Okay. Mark that off.
And since I'm hasted from a standing position, can I leap to the next rooftop?
You're not standing, you're on it. So I would call that a stable base to be able to leap to that rooftop.
Okay.
You can try it. You'll just have disadvantage on the jump.
With acrobatics or athletics?
Acrobatics.
Fair. All right. I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Oh boy. Well, it's an 11.
That is not enough. As you stab into this thing, and what was the second attack? How much? Oh, I already counted.
It was
for
7. Yeah. Okay.
You leap off the back, and as you do, it slams you in the back as you're trying to get away from it. So it gets its opportunity attack.
It does not.
Oh, no opportunity attacks? Okay, yeah. So that's just for flavor. It hits you, knocking you down. As you fall, you're falling 20 feet?
20 feet, yeah.
I think it's just healing, right?
7 points of 7 points of healing. 7 points of bludgeoning damage. As it slams you in the back, you watch you watch Amelia belly flop to the cobblestone below.
Ouch.
As she gets hit in the back on this big armored fist of this creature. Its hollow eyes now, this blazing blue, as it's looking around for its next hit.
So I use 30 feet. I fall 20. How much movement is that used falling? Sorry, this is always a thing that we keep running into. I just want to be able to get back up, and then.
Falling does not cost movement.
Okay.
So you're fine. Yeah, I
got it.
We'll keep that in mind going forward.
Yeah. Use another 30 feet to get back up, and bonus action dash away.
Yeah. Well, from going forward, falling will not cost any movement, unless it exceeds a certain distance.
Fair. Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Get the fuck out.
You're gone?
Yep, I'm gone. Okay. 10 feet off the map.
10 feet off the map. You got it. Okay. Cell, I believe you were up next, followed by Kane, right? Yeah.
20 back. 5, 10, so that's 30. Dash. Take that swing.
Go right ahead.
Did it roll? Oh, there we go.
I see it.
9.
It's 18. It's the same amount of damage. I accidentally clicked dagger, but it's the same roll.
Yep.
Cool. That's 8. Max damage is 13 plus. I can't tell if it's rolling or not.
It's rolling.
33 total?
20. Yeah, 33.
You move it again, this time for the other knee, and just shish kebab straight through. You see it drops now to 2 knees. You can see the on its back, there's just this almost like water pouring from it that's freezing into icicles as it sort of like freezes mid chest as it's trying to stand back up now. It's so ruined from being hit so many times.
Well, I'm out of here. 15, and then another. Now I'm 15 off.
Okay. Payne, you were up next.
Okay.
You see. Cell run in, bring this thing to its knees, and then run back as Amelia hits the ground, gets up, and sprints alongside him. Looks like almost everybody is here, and then you look on the ground over there, and you can see Karis flat
down
on his back.
I'm going to take Shaka and kind of like let her down safely and say, "You okay?" and turn back quickly. And I'm just gonna, you see Payne power up like you've never seen her power up before. And it's just all around her. And she is going to cast Fireball, 6th level, and Chaos Amplify it. So that'll be
still have Chaos
a
Amplify.
16 dex to hit.
Just this guy here?
Oh, both of them. It's a 20-foot circle. And I'm going to do it high enough in the air that it'll miss Karis on the ground.
Okay, you want to do it up in the air?
But hit both of those guys.
Okay, go ahead and roll on the table for me as well.
Shit. been so long since I rolled on the table.
Yeah. Haven't seen the table roll in ages.
I forget how to do it.
Turn into a potted plant.
Right.
It'll be worth
again.
it. It'll be worth it.
I'm sorry, what's the save?
16 dex.
They both fail.
Hey.
I don't have my percentage dice. Does D&D Beyond have
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
the percentage dice?
If you click that button in the lower left-hand corner, and then the two. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Six. So that is. Okay. I'm okay with it.
What happens?
It says a Modron chosen and controlled by the DM appears in an unoccupied space within 5 feet of you and then disappears 1 minute later.
Whoa.
What?
Modron.
Now he's got to get a Modron.
I don't know what a Modron is.
Modron.
They're
Yeah,
like
that was
they're
a
like from the
Modron. You
planes
remember
of
the thing?
mechanists.
You remember the thing in the candy shop or the shop in Bastion with the little girl and the mom? The Modron was the thing that was like watching over the child.
Got it. Okay. All right. It's okay.
Flashback.
We'll deal with that guy later.
I'm gonna use a default token right now.
Dude, Jesus.
11.
Like
So-
a big fucking
Honestly,
Modron.
the ball.
Give me 2
the ball
seconds. Change the size of it.
The real question is, what type of Modron?
It appears to be a. Actually, I think it should be a little smaller than this.
the one that tells time.
It is now time to die.
You see this little
Every
hovering,
turn,
like,
every 6 seconds.
you see a hovering, like almost eyeball with little wings on the back of it, and tiny little spindly arms and legs, and it has a little bow in its hands. And it begins
60
to. Oh, 60?
69 points of fire damage
Nice.
on a failed save.
They both fail. As there's just a cacophonic explosion above, the buildings rock. All the glass that remain in this area just shatters out of all the windows as she lifts 5 feet off the ground, her hair up in the air, and this reddish magenta light around her that amplifies the fireball and turns it into like a giant red sphere that travels slowly through the air, like undulating the whole time, and then it just like depth charges. And as it does, you actually see you see like a circle of like warped space around it as it collapses in on itself and annihilates a sphere of just annihilation explodes outward.
Damn it, I just finished drawing pain. Now I'm gonna have to do it again. That's fucking epic.
That was a hell of a turn.
Wait, how much damage was it? Sorry.
69.
Look, nice.
And
Tactical
then,
fucking nuke.
and then with my second action,
Do it again.
If only.
does the Modron look friendly or is it look?
It looks
ominous?
confused.
Okay.
He was on the toilet when he got popped in.
Oh. On the toilet.
My
with the miniature
second-
bow.
Action, I will.
Always. I ain't getting caught sleeping. The Modron watched Game of Thrones and was like, noted.
Yeah.
I ain't going out like Tyrion. Or Tywin.
Tywin.
I'm gonna
Get the fuck out.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Up to Karis. And just.
Inside the space of that creature.
Oh, yeah. But
It cannot
I'll
be
use my second action to dash so that it negates the have.
You cannot move through a
Enemy
hostile
creature.
creature. You can move through an allied creature.
Well,
with a-
I mean,
No, there's
Then
a
I'm-
space there.
Yeah.
There are rules
Right here?
in DMG where you whatever.
Quit rules lawyering.
Listen, I've used it. So far, I've used it exclusively to the derision of this party or detriment. It's been exclusively bad thus far. I think that doesn't matter.
well, that'll get me to there if I
Okay.
go around it,
Okay.
which puts me right next to Karis, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. And,
Oh wait, I'm an idiot. Hold on. You can get next to him. I forgot this one's dead.
Oh.
Oh.
Great.
It is. There's nothing from the. It's completely annihilated from the waist up,
Nice.
and like legs fall to the ground.
So then I don't need to
It's
use
like
the
a
dash.
half
So you don't need to
Somebody
move. Yeah.
standing
So
there.
forget I said that. Yeah. You don't have to use the. You get to him just fine. I forgot about.
Okay. So I get to him, and then I'm going to check the spell real quick to see
Bust out her spell book.
about what I
Speed
can
read,
Pages
do.
were
speed
going
read.
super fast because she's hasted. It's like
I need to take the.
Ripping the pages.
Was that movie where they find a fun robot who can read things really fast? It's like an old buddy cop movie, or not buddy cop movie. It's like a '90s like weird sciency.
Short circuit?
Yep, that's the one. Short Circuit.
Okay.
Johnny 5 is alive.
Stephanie.
That's the second. That's the second short circuit reference that we've made today because I was talking about that robot earlier. It had the Johnny 5 head.
Oh,
Mm.
That's right.
weird. Flashback
Personal.
Saturday.
This episode's brought to you by Short Circuit.
All right, we're gonna try it just because.
Long circuit.
Why the hell not? But Payne's gonna whip out a dagger and bonus action booming blade and chuck it at the remaining giant in front of her with her hasted attack action.
You
has
can't
to be a melee attack.
You can't be
Yeah.
on a. It has to be on a melee attack.
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, does it say that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But technically, you're 5. Never mind.
Nope.
Oh,
No.
booming
Yeah,
blade
I
has
was
to be
gonna- I was
a
gonna
melee.
say
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct. And you also casted a spell already, so you can't cast it with your hasted action.
Booming blade is a cantrip, though, right?
But it's
It's a
her
cantrip.
hasted action. But it's her hasted action. She can only take an attack with it. An attack, dash, hide.
Oh,
or-
okay. Got it.
All right.
I thought you
fuck
cast a
it.
cantrip with the second one.
In
so.
that case, I will not do any of that. And I will
Punch Karis.
punch Karis
Wake up!
awake.
I will throw shit. At
Stab him with unity. I don't know how this works.
You can do
Have you
that.
ever
It's
killed
still
him?
not working.
I've stabbed him like 9 times.
Actually, I could do that.
You'd have to empower it, though. And that takes a bonus
I know.
action. So you totally, yeah, you could.
It's a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try it.
You power it up. I hope this works.
God damn it.
Oh,
Woo! attempt to heal Karis with unity.
Make an attack roll with advantage.
Oh my god. Yeah. So a 25 to hit.
Go ahead and roll the damage of the dagger and add your modifier, and that's how much it heals him.
6 points of healing.
Hey!
This like Xena like circle, she holds it up in the air. It bursts into like a discus of pure light, and then you see her jam it down into Karis. Like from your perspective, it looks fucked up. It's all you do.
What is she doing?
Like I'm finally about to respect pain. I'm like, Colin the herd.
Loose ends. Nice.
strongest
put him
shall
out of its
survive. Dude,
misery.
is that the first time that Unity has actually worked?
Yes.
Yes.
Never momentous occasion.
Amazing.
We've had
Throw
that
shit
item.
at
We've had
Quinn
that
like
item for
4 times.
years.
It still has
Before
not
we
worked.
started streaming, like
It It's like Pain finally just got all the like lack of confidence out of her head, and finally was just like boom.
That is
you stick them with the pointy end. Right.
I will call that my turn.
Good turn.
Karen's it's just like stabbed in the chest. He's like.
By the way, it's like bright light 20 feet out from where we are right now.
Shaka, you are your ears are ringing from that explosion. You're standing there. You watch Pain levitate off the ground and then zoom through and stab Karis in the chest with a golden discus of light. What would you like to do?
Wow, Pain, that was amazing!
She's eating popcorn from the sideline.
That's street popcorn, Shaka. Stop.
If only I had healing words. I have no useful spells in this instance. I guess. Shit. I am near Cell and Amelia.
I believe Cell is actually another 20 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so is Amelia, right? You guys are both pretty far out there?
10 feet.
I'm
10 feet
15.
out. 15? Okay.
Alright. I will head over to Amelia. How badly hurt does she look?
Amelia, how badly hurt do you look? Not too bad, right?
About 30 points worth.
Oh, Jesus. Not too bad. Yeah, Shaka's gonna go up and just put one little hand on Amelia's knee and feel better.
Well, the real question is, does that thing get an opportunity attack? Is it hostile?
What's your alignment, Shaka?
That's a good question. Let me double check. Chaotic neutral.
It will attack you.
Oh! Okay, that's what you're talking... The Modron. Right.
Rude.
You take 4 points of slashing damage as it slashes across you with a little like dagger.
Dick!
You're just gonna... What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck?
And just walk by. You said 4?
Yeah.
Ow!
Right?
No.
Bad.
Dad.
Bad Modron.
Get the spray bottle.
Yeah.
It's Windexing its giant eyeball. And is that your turn, Shaka?
I am casting... Oops, actually, I used that spell slot already.
Fuck it, I cast Dimension Door.
I'm out of here.
I'm casting a second level Cure Wound,
Okay, awesome.
and that'll be my action. It is 16.
Whoa.
Okay. So, this creature is now... There's a giant... As this giant looks back up, now sees both of you there. Karis, you have not had a turn yet, right?
No.
Okay, so you are still prone. So it's going to take its first attack against you, and then it's going to take its next attack against you, Pain. Okay? You fucking kidding me?
Oh.
It's a natural 20. Jesus Christ.
Really, DM? I mean,
The die doesn't
What's your
lie.
max hit points?
you play one game with a bunch of
What is-
higher ups, and you
What is your max hit points?
93.
Thank God. All right, you take 60 points of slashing damage as this thing and damn near cuts you in half, and like smashes you into the pavement. It's going to take its second attack at you, Pain.
How does that work? That just takes me to 0 then, right?
It takes you to 0. That's why I asked, because if the damage would have been more, it would have immediately killed you.
Okay.
What's your AC right now?
It's 19.
Okay. Misses. Slams down right next to you as you shift out of the way. There's like a little bit of like an arcane like push off the side of a flare of energy that just enough to propel you from getting crushed by this gigantic axe. That is. Let me see. Karis, it is your turn again, my man. I'm sorry, but I need another death saving throw.
But at least you're starting over from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he had 1 success. So.
Oh, that's true.
That was a failure.
All right. Wasn't a 1 though, right?
No.
Okay.
There was
Amelia.
1 in it, but it
Really?
was a 10.
Oh, okay.
I was like, that doesn't add up.
That came math in my head. Amelia, it is your turn.
Did the rat prince go?
Oh,
He
shit.
hasn't gone at all.
I forgot about
Standing there
him.
being
I was just
a
about
target.
to say, I love how the rat prince just abandoned us all here.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, yeah, he's doing the right
Target
thing.
for being invisible.
Yeah.
I've been.
Well,
I've
after
been doing
Dante's
the-
Gerard was like not going to help us, I was like, oh, maybe our NPCs are not helping us anymore because we're crushing it.
You guys aren't crushing it.
Literally.
Until now. Until now.
But,
Yeah, we're doing great.
he is going to. I did not move him
Previously.
a couple of times, so I'm just going to move him the amount that he would have moved. He would have moved to here, and he would have taken a shot.
A shot of what?
With Jaeger.
Nice.
Paris blood.
He unfortunately does miss on that hit. So fires off again as it kind of hits off the breastplate and flips through the air. The bolt broken. Amelia,
Autumn,
it is
you
your
said
turn.
you rolled a 10 on your death save?
Yeah.
That's a success.
Is it?
Oh, I thought it was
11
above
10 or
10.
I thought it
above
was-
is a success.
I thought it was 11 or above.
Yeah. I'll
I
take
did-
it.
I thought-
Am I wrong? I could be.
I thought it was higher than 10.
I just double checked. I'm pretty sure 10 is.
Yes, you're totally right, Malibu. I just looked
Oh,
it up.
Okay.
crazy. I thought.
Not that I need to verify it. I mean, I trust you if you look it up.
No, I actually thought it was higher than 10.
Yeah, I thought it was 11.
thanks,
So
man.
great. That's your first success.
Also,
Well, in
the
that
red
case-
soup in chat confirms.
Who confirms?
The red soup. Oh,
Thank
in
you,
chat.
Red Soup.
What
Awesome.
up?
Awesome.
Thank you for keeping us honest. Amelia, what would you like to do?
Carousel.
Well, in that case, he's fine. I'm just gonna run.
It'll work itself out.
He'll sleep it off.
Thank you for the healing. And 5, 10.
And goodbye.
Yeah, 15, 20, 25, 30, 25, 40, 25, 50, 60, 65, 70. Brr, brr. Yeah. Booming blade. Yikes. Wait, do I have advantage?
Looks
No.
like you're on the opposite end.
You'd have to go up one more space to advantage.
Oh, but Karis is down.
Oh, Karis is down. Yeah, you
Yeah.
would not have advantage. Oh, but you're a swashbuckler, aren't you?
I'm
It did-
I'm dying
It's sneak attack,
threateningly.
but-
Yeah. It's not advantage, it's just sneak attack. So,
Got it. Okay.
nat 1.
As you try to stab in, it just glances off the plate, and you kind of throw yourself off balance for a second and pull it back in front of you for another swing. You're hasted, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Second attack. Better. That's not 18.
Just hits.
9, 6, 15 piercing.
Okay. Stab into the back of this thing, into the hamstring of this creature, out through the front. It almost seems like it doesn't even feel it as you stab in.
And I will use 2 sorcery points to quicken mirror image as a bonus action.
Okay. So now there are duplicates of you out of either side.
End turn.
So you were up next, followed by Pain.
Alrighty. I am going to run, I guess, down. I'll use one of my 5 feet to move diagonally, and then the rest to get here. So that's 15, 5, 20, 25, 30. I'm assuming it's going to attack me. I'm chaotic neutral as well.
Yeah. Misses.
Cool.
It's little Mojon. It's buzzing. It's like speaking in some kind of garbled, strange language the whole time, yelling at you guys. You've no idea what it's saying.
Dash 35, 40, 45. Take that little stabby stab.
Okay. So you would not have sneak attack on this because it's being shared by...
No, as long as I'm not next to another enemy creature. So it's like soloed out.
Soloed out. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, son of a bitch! It was it hit that nat 20 and then went over to a 2. So I got an 11.
Not enough to hit, unfortunately. Glances off the armor as you ready the veteran's cane in front of you again.
And then I am gonna just run away.
Fair enough. Do you have to land? Do you have to land your attack to not get hit? No.
Nope.
Okay.
Just make an attack.
10. I have 15 feet of movement, so there we go.
Okay.
Siffy.
That's going to bring us to Pain, who needs to make a Constitution saving throw. You are within 10 feet of the creature, and its aura is hitting you the whole time.
15.
That is unfortunately a failure. You can take one attack, and you cannot take a bonus action.
Okay. You mean one action?
One attack.
Even with
One attack
haste?
with... Yeah, how does...
Still the same amount of actions.
So the same amount of. So yeah, you.
Oh, that's a good question with haste. I don't know.
I think it would
Yeah.
cancel out that second attack.
I think
it's
so.
effectively it's effectively a slow.
Okay. In that case, I will reach down and spare the dying. Touch Karis.
Okay. Karis stabilizes. You can feel as you press your hand into his chest. You can feel his breathing slow and stabilize.
So I'm still at 0 hit points, but I don't have to roll anymore.
Correct.
Yeah, and I'll just... Would it be... He could technically get hit again, right?
Yes.
Could I potentially, get down and, shield him with my body if I can? Is that a position I could get into with my movement to try and protect him from anything?
I'll allow him. I guess it's kind of weird. How are you going to shield him from this massive, this massive axis coming down on him? I don't know
if it would mechanically reduce damage or even reduce the chance of him getting hit. If that's
I feel like
a
that's similar to
possibility.
the ranger thing where they share the damage with their pet, right? It would be
Yeah,
probably the same mechanic as that, where it's split between 2.
I think as cool and noble as it is, I think siphoning features off of other classes, even though it would be cool, is kind of it's kind of cheapens that class, right? So
Well, it's not trying to take that that from it. I think Autumn's just saying that it would be like that.
Yeah, it would be a similar mechanic. That's all I'm saying.
But if it's like something you don't want to have to think about or figure out right now, we can just skip it and
It could also be worked like mirror image, where there's a chance he hits one or the other.
I'll let you cover his body if you want, but if it swings at you, it's going to hit him too, and vice versa.
Right. So it doesn't effectively do anything. So I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Then I wouldn't choose to do that because I would have to get down prone essentially in order for that to happen.
On top of him, basically.
Then I won't do that.
You're just making it easy for him to cut you both in half at the same time.
Oh god.
But it just may work.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Even though the DM says it won't work, you're saying it might work.
You can try to pull him away or something if you want to, like drag him half movement out of the way. That's a possibility if you want to. If you want to try to get him away from it.
Okay. Well, that would be an action though, wouldn't it, to try and pull?
Oh, you already used your action.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll just stay by his side.
Okay.
Not an interact with dead action.
Well, if you had failed all your saving throws, you would be an object by this point.
Don't objectify me.
Shaka, you are up next.
And has this thing gone yet? In this turn?
It's gone multiple turns.
Which thing?
Modron?
Modron?
No, the
Fuck that
big
guy.
zombie giant thing. Has it?
It
Gone
goes
yet?
right after you.
Okay. Alright. See, Shaka's gonna try and get up next to Karis to cure wounds.
Okay.
Didn't she run next by Amelia on the last turn, who's off map, or am I doing the math wrong?
Yeah. Yeah, that was right. So you'd run up. You had
Just
been,
a reminder. I don't know if you still have enough movement.
I think you were only 10 feet off the map.
Yeah, so she can be
Oh,
like
okay.
5 feet off.
Yeah.
So I would be there then.
Let me get rid of this token. Okay, I see where you are.
Balls. Not in range. I will cast Vicious Mockery at it.
Okay. What's the save?
It is a 17 Wisdom save.
Natural 20 with a -2, so 18.
Brutal, dude.
Fuck. All right. Is that your turn, Shaka?
That is my turn. I will crouch down. And like my scales are kind of like a little floofed up. My quills.
Your keratinous scales.
And, yes.
Fibers?
And I just crouch there.
Okay. So it sees that Karis is down. There still are intruders. It's going to take its first swing at Amelia, because you're still standing back there, right?
Correct.
It's going to take its second swing at Pain. The first swing is a 26. Is that it?
Wait, I rolled an. If you roll a 6 or higher to change, it hits the duplicate.
Okay, so the duplicate dies, right?
What was the hit? Sorry.
26.
Yeah. So yeah, it takes out one duplicate.
So it like slams 2 feet off of you and just completely cuts one of those duplicates in half as it vanishes. Oh my god. Okay. That's a natural 20.
Jesus.
Pain. Fucking shit, dude.
But it's got a... Okay, it doesn't matter. A natural 20 to hit? Or-
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
God. 61 points of damage.
Cool.
As it slams it down, like cuts into this cement on the ground. Are you still standing?
I am.
Whew. All right, that is that creature's turn. It brings us back to the top with Karis.
Barely.
I mean, I can't do anything.
You still? Oh, that's right.
He's stabilized.
You can't make saves. Sorry. Amelia, it is your turn.
Wait. Sorry, did the rat prince go again?
Hey, good job, buddy. He hits.
There you go. Finish it.
Finish him.
Not a bad hit. All right. Now it is Amelia's turn. Because we're moving all of our NPCs, I'm gonna move the Modron towards.
Oh, great.
That son of a bitch.
Does a 20 hit
On
Sorry.
on you, Cell?
Cell. Yeah. Yes.
You take 6 points of slashing damage.
Rat fuck. As I'm just like facing it, and I just get like stabbed in the hip. Like, no, what the fuck?
It's just like the whole time, like like a detuned fucking radio. It's just...
All right, booming blade again.
Okay.
Better. 21.
Hits.
Yeah, garbage. 4 thunder.
Mm-hmm.
And fuck. Okay, 7. 21 piercing.
Nicely done. Whew. It's starting to look pretty rough as you're tearing into this thing. You were basically from the back are just stabbing into it, trying to like hack the leg off to destabilize it. Go ahead and give me your second attack. Oh, you started within 10 feet. I need you to get, before you make that second attack, I need you to give me a... Yeah.
I also needed to roll for
boy.
concentration on haste.
That's an 11.
That is
wait,
a
no.
failure. You can only take one.
Sorry. Okay, yeah.
Also, that was... I mean, the save for that, by the would have been 30.
Right, because
That's half the damage. So I think you lose concentration. Unless you have like a plus 10 to con.
Nah.
Okay.
I lost it.
I can't take bonus actions either, right?
Cannot take bonus actions either.
Fuck
You are like frigid as there's now frost building up on your across your coat and across your cape as it's now
I
all
will
across your chest.
get here though. And,
Okay.
No, I'll get here. Fuck it.
The freedom of being a rogue and just being able to run wherever the fuck you please.
I'm gonna use all my movement to keep doing this.
Just
Oh,
like
yeah.
him out.
Yeah.
All right, Cell. It is your
Alrighty.
turn.
I'm gonna move away, and he's gonna get an opportunity attack.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
It makes it.
Okay. 5, 10, 15. Do I get advantage because I'm on the opposite side?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, it automatically always rolls 19 on the first one, and then I don't know why he keeps rolling damage for
All
me.
your dice. Yeah, I don't know why he does
It's
that.
very stressful. The second one is it's a 22.
22 hits.
Yeah. Well, it looks like it already rolled damage for me as well. 27.
Okay. All right.
Still up? Question mark.
As you stab into this thing, it drops its head just low enough for you to stab directly up into its throat. And as the light goes out from its eyes, you pull back, and then its head drops, and then lifts back up again as its eyes flare with light, and it begins to stand.
Shit.
All right, I'm out. Actually, you know what? I'm fucking pissed. Bonus action, just take another stab at this bad boy with my dagger.
Okay.
Do it.
It's gonna do very little damage, but is it rolling right now or no? It's a 12 to hit, even with advantage.
Does not hit.
Walk.
All right, well, probably shouldn't have done that, but 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Pain, go ahead and give me your Constitution saving throw, please.
16.
That unfortunately is a failure. You have one attack and no bonus action.
All right. Pain's had enough of this.
Uh-oh.
Fireball.
You know what's coming. But yeah. I'll cast Fireball.
Mm-hmm.
Love those words. Those are my favorite words.
I'll do it at 3rd level. Dex 16 save, and I'll do it high enough that it just gets that guy. And maybe warms us up a little bit as a...
Even with a successful save, it would still go down.
Okay.
As the mote leaves your fingers, flies high up into the air, and then
27
that's an
points of
explosion.
fire
Because that was fire damage, that does kill it. As it vaporizes the whole top half of this creature, and now there are 2 sets of legs that fall to the ground, and like bleached, burned bones that are left over from all of the frost and flesh burned away from these skeletal figures. It's like big chunks of armor fall to the ground and clatter around you guys.
I drop to one knee, completely exhausted and almost dead.
Shaka comes up next to you and kind of pats you on the knee. Maybe next time we lead with those?
I'm ready to fucking murder that Modron.
Oh yeah, we're still in combat.
It's back there. It goes to the rat prince, and like is like in front of him, ready to take him down. Shaka, you are next.
So I move up.
Christ.
God.
How long does it last? A minute?
A minute. Oh,
I talk to
dear.
Pain, then I'm gonna reach out and touch Karis's ankle, and I'm going to cast a 2nd level Cure Wounds.
Okay. Karis, you breath draws into your body, and
9. That was a shit roll, I'm sorry.
It's not nothing.
Anything's better than 0.
Yeah.
It's 9 better than 0 if I'm doing my math right.
Except when that little fucker comes up and paper cuts him to death.
Oh jeez.
That guy just made a new nemesis himself. I never forget a face or an eye.
Or an eye. Right.
I turn to Shaka and I just say, or we're still in combat. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, but he just killed it. It only had 5 hit points.
Let's go, Rat Prince.
And Rat Prince just like stabs a bolt into its giant eye in the center of it. It just it like crumbles in on itself, and then it's gone.
Modron will remember this.
Primus,
Yep.
remember this?
Yeah, he'll be back.
Pain doesn't even know that there was a Modron there at
Yeah,
all.
it's completely oblivious.
I did lead with Fireball. Did you not see?
Did we win? What happened?
I thought we were opening the thing, and oh my god, I don't have enough energy to argue.
We were supposed to run.
Karis, are you okay?
Ow.
Yeah. Ow. Ow.
Yeah, sorry about fucking up the running thing. Maybe we should get that manhole open and get the fuck out of here.
Well,
I just need to
sounds like a
sit for
plan.
a second.
All right.
Man, do we?
Well, they also looked like they were the only ones guarding this area, so maybe, well, except for whatever was on the roof earlier, so maybe we do keep moving.
Yeah, we need to get out of here now.
Did it look like they were guarding a specific area? Like they were doing patrols in this square, right?
Mm-hmm.
So did it look like they were guarding anything specifically, if they were doing patrols or not?
As you look to the south of this area, I'm sorry. Let me think of the directions here. Towards
Came from the south.
Yeah, you came from the south. You're heading towards the east. To the north is what looks like the tall gates of the beginning of an older mausoleum, or an older necropolis that has fallen in, and basically these giant buildings have risen around it, and nobody ever moved and moved the dead from here initially. And so it's like it's like a giant park courtyard that then leads into this smaller mausoleum, and you can see they may have been guarding that, or they may have sprung up from that from before, or perhaps they were.
I don't need it in my life. I'm good. I'm out of here.
Right.
We
I
need to leave.
I go over to Pain and I kind of like bend down just a little bit, and I put my hands on either side of her head, and I go, thank you, and I just touch her lightly with my forehead, and she heals for 32 points.
Whoa.
I'll put both my hands on his shoulders as his forehead is against mine, and I'll go, "You're welcome." And I'll cast Cure Wounds at 5th level, and you heal for 22.
On yourself or on him?
On him.
Yeah, okay, hilarious. She did it on herself.
I know.
Right?
So, with you guys now getting ready to make your next move, we're going to take a quick 15-minute break, grab some grub, and then we'll be back to finish out the session and figure out where this crew is going to go. Catch up soon, guys.
We'll be back shortly, my friends.
That was a pretty wild battle. So,
Oh boy.
with you guys defeating those two sentries and standing now in the middle of this courtyard, a few feet from this manhole cover, but also having the option to continue through the city above ground if you wish, what would you guys like to do?
Well, were we supposed to have a word from our sponsor today, or are we going to skip that and just?
I'm so sorry. That was really disrespectful of me. Yeah, we should definitely have a word from our sponsor. Dan,
We've got a really exciting sponsor this week, actually. It's a local Jewish-run farm supply store, Oi-Hey. So every single supply has been blessed by a local rabbi wearing both a kippah and a cowboy hat. So it's really exciting. If you go onto the website and enter in our code D&D&D, you'll get 10% off and an extra cottage of your choice.
Support local business.
it's a great deal.
That's oivhay.com.
Thank you, Oi-Hey, for sponsoring this session. So, you guys now are in the courtyard, about a football field's length away from the mausoleums and the necropolis that stands in the midst of these tall industrial buildings, seeming almost completely out of place. What would you guys like to do?
Bleed quietly.
Yeah, we're
I'll
not going
bleed
that way.
with him quietly.
I just love the image of standing in front of this big foreboding thing as we're supposed to be heroes. And you just feel
Can you walk off screen?
nah.
Nope.
I don't feel so good.
Hey,
Me neither.
we
I
need
am
to rest.
exhausted. I don't know about you guys, but that pretty much took almost everything out of me,
I can try to get us.
including my health.
I can try to get us to the alchemists. I think we're just no more than 20 minutes away. It's just a bit more through the city. But if you feel like safer going underground, that's fine too. I don't know the underground. I only know the streets.
Well, do you know if there's going to be anything else on the streets that's likely to kill us on our way? Plus, we've got
Or
those
underground?
spooky buggers watching us.
I did notice that there do seem to be some who don't want us passing through here. You guys look around and you can see there are figures watching you guys. There's more of them.
Listen, if
There-
we can keep running. I think that we stay above ground if that's where the Rat King knows. He can send, if you can send people up ahead, or rats up ahead rather, to scout. I think that's probably the best move we got.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
I agree.
Hold on. You see him put his head down for a minute. As his eyes open back up, they're just whites. And then for a good minute, he's just standing there, seeing through the eyes of the swarm. And then, I think we're clear. I think we're clear above ground, but we have to move quickly.
So, are we running? In
I
my
th-
case, limping?
I'm leaning on my staff a little bit.
I'll try to scout ahead for you. Okay? He takes off. He begins running to the east, where you guys were initially beginning to pass through.
Okay.
So you guys
Try to
start
go
going.
as quietly as possible.
You guys continue winding through Jotuunforn, which now these buildings now they're tall and narrow as ever, leaning in closer towards each other, some of them almost leaning against each other. There's smoke and ancient piping that runs through this part of the city that just gives off a constant, almost effervescence, with energy that has just been baked into these pipes and wires over years and years and years of arcane suffusion. 15 minutes or so passes. You guys get to the edge of the old city, and you can see now there is a tall wall, retaining wall that separates the old city from the active founded district. You guys are currently right here. So you guys are here. Right there.
Keep moving.
Yes.
So you see this wall now in front of you. The tall gates are foreboding and ancient. They are the height of the creatures that you guys fought. And as you begin to move towards them, you can see that they have been closed for who knows how long. Go ahead and give me a group investigation check.
Yikes.
Nat 20 for 24.
23.
Dirty
10.
20.
21.
You guys see it about. You guys all see what the Rat Prince is looking for, as he's like, it's been a bit since I've been through this part, but I seem to recall it's over here. And you see him move off to the side of one of the doors, through one of the back alleyways of the streets here. There are some older wooden buildings, surprisingly, that have been completely fallen in. It looks like they could have been. They could have been a tavern along with a couple of shops like tanneries and things like that, but they're so old they've completely fallen in on each other. And as he enters into one of these collapsed buildings, you can see that there is clearly one of them was built over top of an old well. And as he pulls aside some old boards and kind of shifts them over, there's a drop to beneath the city. As he begins to climb down into this ancient, moldering tunnel, you, Shaka, think this is where that underground would have led to, had we taken it. As you drop down in, you guys are now in the waterways and sewers beneath the city. I don't know too much about this part of the city, and I try to keep it quick. I hear things down here sometimes. As you guys continue moving beneath ground, you move another 60 to 70 feet, passing these ancient ladders to the surface. You're in sort of a canal works. So on either side, the tunnel itself is about 20 feet wide. The whole room is cylindrical and appears to be entirely rusted and patina with age. There's a bit of a trickle of brackish water in the bottom, but it doesn't seem like this area connects to the other sewer systems in the city. As you guys move about 60 feet forward, he picks out one of the identical holes, identical manholes above, but this one has an intact ladder, as opposed to the other ones where all of the ladder rungs have been sheared off. And he begins to direct you guys up. As he climbs, slides the top off as best he can, and slides through. You guys follow behind into a surprisingly well-kept portion of the Foundry District. A residential part tucked in against this far wall. You see small cottages, you see businesses. You appear to have come into a small sort of interchange between a lot of the other smaller, more mom and pop style shops of the Foundry District. Alchemists and artificers who sell their wares in the Market District seem to have their brick and mortars in this part of the city.
I'd like to shapeshift into. Are you familiar with the peasant from Warcraft 3?
No.
It's just like a kind of like the dude in peasant clothes. We need more wood. That kind of guy.
Work.
Only if you do that.
Oh, I was planning on it.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
Well,
I also used disguise self as just a commoner of the Foundry's district.
clicking me.
Okay. You guys
You're my wife.
you guys change yourselves into soot-stained people of various disposition, bit more bedraggled, bearded if you choose male, and in like workers' overalls and clothing. It doesn't take you long to find the alchemist's place led by the Rat Prince, as he says, "Right, I guess just don't give him too much information. He's a good friend of mine, but I don't want anyone to get hurt." As he knocks on the door, it's a minute or two before it's answered. "Yes? But Alex, my boy, get in here. Who are these people?"
My name's Brian.
"Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Let them in. We need to get in quick." All right. Everyone in. Come on, quickly.
Oh, we're friends of Alex.
Alex.
Alex's.
Yeah.
I'm Payne.
We're not going to have this conversation out here, so get inside quickly.
No, as we walk in.
Yeah.
Everybody comes in. It's a narrow, cramped space of 2 floors. The bottom of this area is dominated by tons of shelves of reagents, like a giant, almost kiln-like object in the corner, a workbench in the center with all sorts of fragrant materials sitting on top. This is very clearly an alchemist workshop. The one far wall is nothing but glassware that has various implements dripping into other implements. You know the kind of stuff I'm talking about. There's you think of like a chemistry set along the far wall.
I knew what you were talking about, but the second you said, "You know what I'm talking about," made me think that I didn't know what you were talking about. This guy's cooking meth.
He's the meth dealer of the city. He says, I'm sorry, Rat Prince, my boy. What are you doing here? And who are your friends? Let's start with you." He points towards the fawn.
Oh, I'm they call me the Rusty Crow King.
Oh,
Nice to meet you.
rolls a 4 on history. Does not know who that is.
I said the Rusty Crow
No one
King.
knows.
So this is the Rusty Crow King. This is Payne. This is Corbin. And this.
I lean down to Shaka and I go, I gotta come up with some kind of cool name for myself, okay? Maybe you can help me out with that.
I never got your name, he says to Shaka.
Work, Shaka.
And yours either. To you, Amelia.
I give a deep courtly bow. You may call me the pastry queen.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll for Constitution to see if I can stifle a laughter.
You can call me pastry for short. And there's just like this big toothy grin.
Of course, yeah. Sure. No, yeah. Pastry. I'll call you Pastry. As for the rest of you, I do think you all look, no disrespect, quite terrible. Perhaps
I've had a shitty night.
I do have rooms upstairs that I could perhaps have you stay in, but first I just need to know a little bit more about what's happening here. You're friends of Alex, I assume? Yeah, they're my friends. They helped me get away from the constables. Alex, what have you done? It's not really a big deal. I actually don't know why they want to find me this time. Any of you have any insight on that?
Wait.
It looked like it was more than the constables.
Book, is that you?
book comes through the wall like the Kool-Aid man.
Oh, yeah.
I do have enough
guys.
to redeem a challenger approaches on Twitch.
The challenger approaches.
That's you fight a random enemy apparently. Anyway, well, it looked like and then bootstrapper pins, I think it was, that I found off of the
You found the Tinkers Union pin.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Looks
He
like
sees
you
those.
vegetables.
He sees those, and the color drops from his face, and he begins to tell you guys that I don't know what you have stepped into, but this is. Why would they want you? I need time with this. I don't know what this means, but if the Tinkers Union is after you as well, you stepped in something. He looks to the Rat Prince.
Shaka lifts up her foot.
Yeah.
Well, we were walking through the sewers.
Would a long rest be about enough time for you to figure out?
Let's head upstairs. We'll get you some rest. So you guys can go ahead and mark off your long rest, and you have now reached the level.
Thank God.
I haven't leveled yet. I don't know what I want to take.
Long rest. Oh yeah.
While resting, can I try on those gloves that I found off of that old Tinker's Union?
Mm-hmm. You notice that there's a very crucial part of them that appears to be missing for them to be able to cast from, but as you place them on, there's an immediate jolt up to your back, like into your spine. And as your vision fuzzes for a second and your ears ring, it dissipates. You don't know what that means. But they appear to be just normal gauntlets.
I'm gonna take them off.
So, as you guys are resting and speaking to the alchemist, you learn his name is Eldebrim Umberhill. Eldebrim has been working alongside the Rat Prince for the last 2 years, and from what you discern, it seems more like the Rat Prince has used this as a place to crash, to hide, and also to get information from other folk throughout the city. He's a point of contact between Terramir and Eldebrim. Eldebrim being one of Terramir's eyes in this part of the city. And Rat Prince lets it break that there was some kind of poison that had been mixed with the red tear you guys had told him about when you were in in his tower, which immediately catches the attention of Eldebrim. He says, "You wouldn't mind if I took a look at that, would you?"
No, not at all. And then I have still one vial.
He pulls it from you, heads downstairs, immediately begins taking little pinches of it carefully and dropping it into various vials, adding his own bit of solutions to them. And over the course of 2 to 3 hours, as you guys are sleeping in here, resting up, reading, he begins to come back to you with he comes back with a tattered journal as he's paging through it. This is purple worm poison. This is incredibly rare. It's a very deadly poison. I haven't seen this. I've never seen this in person. I've read about it. It's incredibly rare. The further it gets from the source, the less potent it is, and it only lasts in its natural form with which you can mix it with things. It only lasts a few days before going bad. So whoever found this has access to the Underdark, or has access to purple worms that I don't envy. They're not known for being easy to domesticate.
Who do we know that can do that? Any of the families?
The families don't necessarily...
Sorry, any of the families?
I don't think this is family doing. Perhaps they commissioned it, but I think this is another entity altogether. Yeah, I think it's the Shasara's web. You see that the alchemist looks down at the kid and he's like, "How do you know about Shasara's web?" I've been around a little bit now. He kind of looks to you guys and he says, "How much do you know about Shasara's web?"
Zilch.
Yeah.
Should we roll for history?
Yes. Both, but only. Yeah, you guys can all roll. But it's a fairly high DC.
Don't worry, I have a +2. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Nope.
Don't worry, we've got this.
17.
Hey, I know, heard it mentioned before now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it has been.
It has been mentioned.
I'm trying to find it in my notes.
Amidst all the doodlings and drawings.
Oh, somebody takes notes because they're a good player.
Oh my God, they are
I
not.
see it on there.
They're not organized though, unfortunately. I'll just roll to see if I remember.
15.
14. Wait. They're drow. They're drow baddies.
There you
I
go.
have Shazar's web (drow baddies).
That's very accurate. So,
I say that.
He begins to sort of fill you in that they were a fractured group that had split off from the drow a millennia ago, and since have formed into their own separate cult of Lulth. They live far beneath the city and contract out their poisons and assassins to a lot of the highest bidder. Basically, they're assassin mercenaries. You guys had actually fought them at Tiramir's Manor. Those were the people who'd come in, blinded you, had the barbed lances. They were Shasara's web agents. As the alchemist says, rarely ever do they move in groups like that. They stay far beneath the surface. They trade in dark magic and slaves. They're a far cry from the ash elves of the West. I'd steer clear of all of them if possible, and if you ever see them, I think they stick to the Undercity for the most part, and they try to stay as unknown as possible in the city. It's only through my work with poisons that I was ever even to find out anything about them. And once I mentioned them to Tiramir, she spilled it for me, I guess to keep me safe.
So someone
they sure do seem scary.
Someone is using them to help them wage chemical warfare, essentially on the city. It seems like, right?
That's what it seems like to me. If it was put into this red tier, well, that paints a giant target on the back of the Glenmire. But it was a Glenmire club, and that's what confuses me.
So they might be framing the Glenmires for all of this.
But
Well, why would they use it on their own club?
I think she's onto something, though. I think they want it to look like the Glenmire.
Yeah. So someone poisoned the red tier, which is kind of poison in and of itself, and and they're trying to make the Glenmires look bad. So who in the city has it out for the Glenmires besides
Well, everyone.
heirs? Everyone? There has to
All
be
the other
something
families hate the
we could
Glenmires.
narrow it down to.
do.
Are
I'm
there
just
any-
a lowly commoner, wandering the streets, so it's kind of tough for me to really
there
understand
any-
your machinations.
Are there
on
any
a-
offenses?
On a
that somebody
serious
else-
note, the Bootstrappers are known allies of the Glenmire. They occupy a lot of the same parts of the city. The Lumiere are enemies of the Glenmire, bitter enemies.
Right.
They're also enemies. The Warmongers are also enemies of the Lumiere the Glenmire, and the Tinkers Union are fairly neutral against them. So signs point to Lumiere
Right. So
or Warmonger.
everyone would naturally assume that the Lumieres would be trying to set up the Glen, but it's possible that the Lumieres have nothing to do with it and that it's somebody else altogether. And if Saurus is trying to, who, then perhaps he's trying to frame the Lumieres what he's about to do. Does that make sense?
I think that's possible. What do you think? He doesn't know that you're Lumiere associated. He's just kind of kicking it out to the rest of the group.
Yeah. I mean, that's
How much
all
have
I
you
can-
told him? How much have you told him of like Saurus and all that? Have you sort of given him like the blow by blow, or are you just kind of keeping it to yourselves right now?
I haven't. The only thing I did was accidentally drop.
Drop the name. Okay.
That's it.
And I want to nudge her when she says that.
The name doesn't register when you say it. So he doesn't seem to recognize the name when you say it. So you're probably in the clear.
Maybe he or someone else is trying to stir up a lot of commotion. Maybe it's a distraction from the real attack, whatever that might be. There's just a lot of ways it feels like it. We need more information to put all this together.
And again, I'm just a lowly commoner, so I can't really put two and two together, but I will say that sounds right. That, we need to figure out a little bit more about this landscape. Maybe shake some Lumiere trees if we're trying to get an answer out of them.
I agree.
Do you know if the Shazar's web is easily reachable? Like, are they hard to find contact points? Do you know anything about that, so that we might be able to talk to them and figure out who?
What if we wanted to hire them?
Well, with my background, I have criminal contacts, so I have a reliable and trustworthy contact that acts as liaisons to networks of other criminals. So
Okay.
that's something that I would probably know how to.
So in your case, you would know that there's a ritual involved to gaining their attention. It involves finding a special kind of spider venom, drawing it in the sigil of the abyss on the ground surrounded by a certain type of candle, and then you will be contacted by an enforcer for Shazar's web. But you don't know the candle type and you don't know the venom type, but luckily you've got the alchemist here, and he says, I might have something like that around here. I don't keep a lot of poisons on hand. I might be able to synthesize it for you. You'll have to give me a few hours, but you'll be staying the night anyway, right?
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
definitely.
Oh, yeah.
If you'll have us.
I don't have much in the way of comfort, but I've got a roof. You're welcome to stay on the bottom floor if you feel more comfortable.
Thought it's gonna make us stay on the roof.
Stay on the roof. I think, I'll get to work on this first thing in the morning.
Well, I've slept in worse.
So have I. Well, we very much appreciate your help, and we can do to help, or I don't know. Would you take coin exchange for your help?
I'm not sure that I can actually take coin from some of Taramir's people. I assume that's who you are.
I mean, what she doesn't know will hurt her, you know?
Hold on to the coin. Just make sure that this secrecy and my generosity isn't betrayed. Don't tell anyone that you've been here.
Okay.
Your secret's safe with me, or my name isn't Corbin.
No problem.
I'll get to work on the poison. The candles, I'm not sure about. I might be able to put something together for you, but it's up to you guys to figure out what that symbol is.
I want
I also
to.
have criminal contacts. Would I be able to figure that out?
So double down on that. You gain basically the same information that he does on a base level, but give me a Arcana check.
Uh, 23.
You know that the symbol looks sort of like this.
That's exactly what I would have guessed.
And there are circular points at the ends of each of them. Spider wearing boxing gloves.
Terrifying.
Put him up.
The worst kind of spider.
Yes.
8d1 damage.
Oh, no, it's not so bad. This is kind of relaxing.
The pain is minimal but regular.
It's basically a Swedish massage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is the symbol that you recall, though you have never had to cast this yourself. But you recognize the symbol running across it before. You've posed as one of these contacts before to gain information from somebody who was trying to seek the aid of Shasara's web. You didn't know that at the time. You just knew that you were to show up as a drow and intercept the message. You didn't understand what the message or what the symbol on the floor was at the time.
I just shut up. I was like, that's cool.
I want to pull out a little bit of the magic mud from all those years
Oh my
ago.
God.
Shit.
Just a little bit of it, and walk up to him. What race is he, by the way? Like, what
He's a gnome.
is he? He's a gnome. Okay.
Mhm.
Not that it matters. I was just curious.
Oh, he's a
just
gnome?
saying-
Never mind. I'm out of
Yeah, forget that.
Nah.
God, that feels like a very boomer thing.
So
What-
gnomish.
What race?
Well,
are you?
he's a gnome. Not that that matters.
I'll just go up to him and say, listen, I know you don't want to take our coin, anything else, but this is a gift. And it's from a very special place. Now, the properties of this, I think you'll find interesting. It has some... You could sell it as a face cream, which I've seen it used for at some point. But also, if you do a little bit of studying of this, I think you'll find that it creates kind of a breath weapon. of sorts.
You have Newt's breath.
Do I? Is that what this is?
Yeah, he has.
Okay.
He's familiar with it.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I
So-
would love to take that sample.
There you go. Now, listen. Before I give it to you, I'll like pull it back real quick and just be like, you have to promise me that you'll not sell this to bad people or use it to create weapons that'll hurt people. Okay? This is just for your own study. That's our deal.
I plan on using most of it on myself.
All right. Can I insight check him just to see if he's
Yeah, go ahead.
being truthful? Whoops. 20.
He's probably gonna, he's probably not gonna sell it necessarily. He does seem eager to get his hands on it.
Mhm.
So you get the sense that that wasn't a bold-faced lie,
Yeah.
but he might have been bending the truth a little bit.
Well, I trust you'll do the right thing with it. Kind of try and like do the mom thing of like, I know you'll do the right thing.
Oh yes, oh yeah, no worries there.
All right.
Oh,
And
fantastic.
then just listen, you'll have to excuse me. I'm exhausted and I just need to. I've fallen asleep right here in front of you, so I gotta
yes,
excuse myself.
get some sleep. Get some sleep. I've got a lot to work on in the morning as well, so no worries at all. You all get some rest. If you need anything, please let me know. But until then, I will be in my workshop. He begins to head off towards the far end.
I'll try to find
You
a
all-
space somewhere.
Yeah.
It's pretty tight. You guys all have. I mean, you guys don't really carry adventurers packs because you're all in the city, so it's mostly just like a bit of bedding he was able to grab from the top floor and laid it down for you guys on the bottom floor. And you guys are sort of spread out along the bottom floor of his shop as he and the Rat Prince take the second floor.
I want to make sure to sleep with the bag over my head.
Yeah.
Okay, for when the spell ends.
Yeah. Well, it's like shape shift. It's unclear. Like it doesn't.
Oh
say.
no, you don't have to. You don't change back after a certain amount of time.
Or I was thinking, I don't know if I can do it when conscious or not. I don't know if it changes. It's unclear. We can say
I think it would say if you fall unconscious, you revert back to your normal form.
that's true. Yeah.
But as you guys all lay down with the little bit of the midnight rain starting to push in from the ocean along with the fog, that is where we will end today's session. As you guys get your long rest and level up, and you greet the next day to either go try to break that guy out of prison or find the contacts for Shasara's web. Great job, guys. Well done. And everybody who made it through to the end, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on a Saturday and watching us play D&D and hopefully getting a laugh or two as well. We will be back on next week, still in the city of Marn, as these folks try to figure out what their next step is and if they're going to continue to go against the grain on Saurus's wishes and continue to ally themselves with Terramir and Terramir's contacts. So it should be interesting. You can catch Autumn on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I think this week we're also going to try to jump in for a more creative stream on maybe Tuesday or Thursday, and do a little bit of doodling and do some world building together. So until then, have a wonderful day, enjoy your afternoon, and we can't wait
Join
to
the Discord.
join the Discord, the Baazdos
Twitter.
Frontier, and the Twitter, and all that good stuff. You can find us on YouTube if you've missed any episodes and you do want to catch up. We can't wait to be back next weekend, and everybody have a great week. Take care.